It's so. I'm gonna have to buy a samurai sword. Rince Priebus is not an African American. I was 100% wrong about that. So I'm gonna have to buy one of them samurai swords. I'm not gonna buy a samurai. It's meant to be a joke about how I guess it doesn't matter to me that I was wrong. And that other fella, the fat, I looked him up. His name was Too Mad. So he was too mad. I think he was like an immigrant and he was in Canada. He died with opiates in his blood. Poor Too Mad. Don't be so mad, Too Mad. He wasn't as fat as I remember him either. But I only spent like 10 minutes reading, so I don't know. That was a terrible experiment. I should never have done that experiment. I need a better experiment. Okay, better experiment. What is the form for today's form? What if I just walked around and I didn't even say anything? That'd be kind of cool. Just shut the fuck up for 3 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours. Shut the fuck up. No, say anything. I'll say shut the fuck up for 3 hours. Yeah. All eyes. What's that? All eyes on me? Instead of the delusional, insane person. So, too many people got their right to vote, or not vote, but to talk. So that's what the problem with YouTube is like everybody can talk now, and there's way too much talking. So there's going to be there's ways of getting people to talk less. It's called like shame, or it's called like shame. Like you ever see the thing where they throw the tomatoes at the lady in Game of Thrones? They throw tomatoes at her. Shame. So there's gonna be a lot of shame now. It's gonna be the next 4, 8 year, 12 years. A lot of shame is gonna be thrown around. It's why. They went after P Diddy. Because he did nothing wrong. He's innocent-ish, right? That's my section. I had an idea. It was I was gonna be like a nice fella. So I'm a nice guy. I'm a really nice guy. I'm trying to wink. You were doing a joke earlier in your head, and the premise of the joke was whenever a lass tries to break the rules based on her lassness. You were talking about sexual identity because didn't know DT said something about how there's only two genders, and yesterday you were talking about how you were watching a dog, so you identified as a dog because you were watching the dog, right? If you watch a baby, do you identify as a baby? You put the baby in your head, right? Or if you take care of a car, do you identify as the car because you take care of it? Or it gets in your mind, right? So, but you don't, as long as you don't take your cock out or your pussy out, like it's okay to identify as things, right? You identify as your house. My house needs a new roof. So you identify as the house. What's identity mean again? I don't know what identity is. I think I'm getting lost on this concept of identity. What's identity? Speaking as a narcissist who has no identity, what's identity? Can someone explain identity to me? Because I don't have any, and I'm trying to understand you humans and your concept of identity. My house needs a new roof, so I identify as the house, but I don't want to stick my cock in the house, so it's not a sexual identity, so I'm not going to get in trouble for that. Now, if you sexually identify as a house, I don't need a new roof on my house. That's not the point of it. The point is, I'm giving examples, right? Like, this person's lawn might has some holes in it or something. I don't really care, but if that person cared about their lawn, they'd be like, I identify as the holes in the lawn. You put grass there? I don't know. What does that mean? I don't know. I sexually identify as grass. So this was going somewhere good, and no, it wasn't going anywhere good. The premise of the joke was, where were we gonna go? You're gonna go something about hanging a lass by her throat because if people start using sexuality as a tool, like the femme fatale can get anything she wants. So you hang the femme fatale by her throat, and you slowly crank some sort of crank, and then you get to watch as the spark of life leaves her eye. So that was, but I don't sexually identify, but I know the difference between sexual identity and fantasy. I don't know. This doesn't go anywhere good. I just sound like a misogynist. I shouldn't be a misogynist. Yeah, don't be a misogynist. Be a pro-misogyn. I don't know. Crank. Crankety crank. I'm a crank. I like to crank. Crankety crank. 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 What's that little crank thing? It puts leverage. When I was young, there was this thing where you can take a stump out, and you'd hook a hook into it. You'd wrap around a bunch of chain to the stump, and then it was like a gearbox thing where for every crank you did of like 20 inches, it would do like a 16th of an inch or something. So it was like a force multiplier. So that's what I mean by crank. I'm cranking. I'm thinking of that crank thing, but I'm using it as a hang device. Wow, you're definitely going to prison at some point. He's going to prison someday. He's going to prison someday. Jokes that won't get me arrested. You don't have any jokes that won't get you in trouble. They're all jokes that get you in trouble. I need jokes that won't get me in trouble. I was listening to some guy. I was listening to an hour special. And I don't know. You other comedians aren't funny. But then I thought, if someone listened to mine, it wouldn't be that funny either. So then I thought, what if comedy was just like another good old boys club? Everything's a good old boys club. There's no actual professionalism in any of this. All of it is unprofessional. It's all just, hey, networks. Remember I was talking about networks? Networks. Yeah. Because I think you were thinking about good old DT. You were thinking about old, BC and DT. And you're thinking about how they're just clans, they're just different mafias. And then I was thinking, oh yeah. Wonder Woman. I once read this story on the internet. It's about this Wonder Woman superhero lady, and these mafia people. They get her like addicted to hair. It's basically a very nasty story. Don't go looking that up. What was it? Wonder Woman and the Mob. Supergirl and the Mob. So my theory was because the Bloods and the Crips are always fighting. And you get old Wonder Woman and you have to give her like breast piercings, and you put her in a bondage harness and a ball gag and a blindfold, and you go down to the Chicago. Hey, Bloods and Crips, and then they unite in peace by using. That's a rape joke, isn't it? I think that's a rape joke. Don't do rape jokes. Okay, let me think. What's a better joke? Need better jokes. I I'd like to buy the world a Coke. Huh. I was listening to something where they were talking about, I think it was like the Hoover Institution. They were talking about Donald Trump, because he might have PTSD because they tried to shoot his fucking ear off, and nobody, no way. People should have more empathy towards him for that, because that's a PTSD thing, right? And then he thinks they're going after his kids. I guess Biden thinks they're going after, and then it becomes like everything is very personal. Nothing is distant. Everything is personal, and that's like, oh shit, this is a shitty world. Like, no one takes their losses. The Super Bowl winners, the losers are like, that person took money out of my paycheck. They're going after my family. Nothing. There's no distance in the world. There's no one ever wins cleanly. It's every win is always a personal trying to. That's a scary thought. So you don't want to win now, because if you win, you're creating enemies. Because the Super Bowl winners or the baseball winners or the, it's not that, I don't think that's that deep, right? It's the gold medal winner of the Olympics. Secretly, everyone who didn't get the gold hates their guts because they took money out of their pocket. They took the Wheaties sponsorship. It's just a world of 7 billion people who all hate each other. Looky, Cook's Pest Control. They take money out of my pocket, because I've never been in the pest control business, but they're taking money out of my pocket. Everybody's taking money out of my pocket. This church over here to the left, taking money out of my pocket. The green metal box over here, taking money out of my pocket. Just everybody, just malicious. 8 billion people. All extremely malicious. Huh. That's an odd one. Because, at a certain point that'd be insanity, but at a certain point that could be rational, right? Like, were people trying to go after Trump's family and his money and his... Are they trying to... they're attacking his genes. His ability to go forward is through his kids, right? And, Biden would be the same way with his little Coke friend. But he had more kids, didn't he? Or did he have two? He had one with a computer problem. And then, but he's like grandkids too, right? There's some guy in Tucker bragging about how many grandkids he had. So I'm never going to be on Tucker. I'm not going to have grandkids. I'm not going to have children. Fuck. So it's really just about, it's like an evolutionary thing. It's like whoever has the most children is the most fit to survive. It's very evolutionary. It's very, very dark. It's a very dark reality. This reality thingy. What a dark reality. A dark reality. They're after his children. They're after his life. Wonder Woman. Huh. Yep, this isn't gonna end well for me. Not gonna end well for me. Out, brief candle, life is but a something. Yep. So that's what I am. I'm that. Yes, I am. I'm a child. Forever a child. Like one of them vampire. Wasn't there that one vampire in that one movie where the one child got bitten as a vampire? And then it was forced to be like a young vampire forever? Holy moly, that would suck. I'm a vampire. You're just stealing other... That's kind of original. And no, it's not. Now you're trying to be original. You think if you're original. Why do you care about originality so much? Shouldn't you just want to recreate the successful memes? The memes have been successful. You don't have to create a new meme, right? Or maybe you do. I don't know. I need a new meme. Or you could just repeat the old memes, right? Or you could create a new meme. Because you were arguing in your head the other day, and you're like, because your new thing, your new one is you think that if you're gonna write a book, I'd never write a book because I'm lazy. My book would be called Christianity: The Origins of Postmodernism, and that would be the entire book. It would just be me macro level going, trying to sink my teeth into like Christianity is where all this postmodernism comes from. And that would be the entire thesis of the book, and it's not because I believe it or don't believe it. It's just a way to take energies out. I'm an attack dog. I need something to fight. I don't believe it. I don't not believe it either. It's not true. It's not true. It's true and it's not true at the same time. There is no truth. So why even try and say something is true if there is no truth? Truth is, and I don't mean that. I'm saying that that's what I believe. I'm not saying that. I'm not advocating that there is no truth. I'm saying that that's, holy moly, my brain's fried, isn't it? I'm actually fucked because if I don't believe in truth, you have to believe in truth yourself, and then you have to believe that you can lie to other people. But I literally don't believe in truth. That's not. There's a difference between those two things. There's a huge difference between those two things. One is you're allowed to lie to other people while believing in a truth, and the other one is you literally don't believe in a truth. That'd be disconnected from reality. So you're actually disconnected from reality. You're not connected to reality and lying. You're disconnected from reality. So yep, I'm fucked. I'm completely fucked. Fucked out of everything. No genes to go forward. No genes to go forward. No genes to go forward. There are no truths. In a yellow submarine. That would explain your existence, wouldn't it? It's an existence of desperately trying to find a story. I will find a story. I'm like that guy from that Hannibal movie. Like I'll be a Nazi one day, and then I'll be a tranny the next, and then I'll be the next day. Commie. I'll be a commie. Then I'll be an Ayn Randist. Then I'm just looking for a cult to follow, baby. Give me a cult. I need a cult. Where's L. Ron Hubbard when you need him, I need L. Ron Hubbard to fill my cultish hole needs. Just gonna walk around. You should have just shut up. You should have just done the shut up thing. That would have been 10 times smarter. Yeah, smart. Here's a good one. Like, really, when it comes to politics and stuff, how much does it affect most people's lives directly? Does like the president really affect any of the shit in your life? Probably not really. I mean, maybe it's like 2 or 3 degrees, 5 degrees, 10 degrees of Kevin Bacon. How many bacon degrees are there? Oh man, this isn't gonna end well. It's gonna end terribly. It's gonna end so fucking terribly. Well, not terribly. It's not a bang. It's a whimper. It doesn't end in a bang. It ends in a whimper. Isn't there a poem like that? It ends terribly because it ends in a whimper. It doesn't end in a beautiful, oh well. Guy's got a bunch of kegs in the back of his truck. Good for him. He's full of life. Janice tu vas, Javis tu vas, Janice tu vas. I was never actually alive. That's the thing I realized. It was like, oh, I was never actually alive. I was just fake alive the whole time. Just fake alive. Not really alive. Just an NPC. Just a robot. Just a T-800 sent back in time to kill John Connor. Who's John Connor? What, is there a famous John Connor? I can't stop thinking of John Connor. Where's John Connor? Must find John Connor. The premise of this joke is insanity. See, because you wouldn't send the robot back. You send the robot back in time, and it wouldn't know. It'd be like a Manchurian Candidate sort of thing. You know. What if you woke up one day and you're like, I'm a Manchurian Candidate? Holy moly, I'm a Manchurian Candidate. Created by the... What was a Manchurian Candidate about? Was it about the Koreans captured some POWs and they realized there's very little holding people to their, whatever, their fabric, the weaving of fabric of reality? I need to find some weaving of fabric, I guess. Do. See, he rationalizes it behind the idea that you can look at history and go, look at all these mistakes, but the people at the top, they want you to just be innocent and naive, I guess. Which I guess is true. You should be innocent and naive when you should trust their words. Be useful and naive. Or join my cult, which will get you absolutely nothing. My cult's a terrible cult. I offer you nothing. I offer you nothing but misery and pain. You will get nothing in return. When you die, there are no rewards. It's just a terrible, terrible, terrible existence. So join my cult and get nothing. Give everything, get nothing. No reward. That's my cult, baby. Join my cult. It's a great cult. Here's that dead animal on the ground. It's a dead animal on the ground. See, you protected that dog, but really, you enabled those people to not respect their dog. Because if you really cared, you would have walked. I don't know. You're an enabler, I guess. You're an enabler. I'm an enabler. I enable. It's what I do. I enable things. Clean my soul of everything. Then I will be free. Clean my soul of everything. Then I will be free. Do 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 do. So that's why that happens, I guess. Do 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 do. So the next job you get, you're gonna have to buy a recorder and a camera to protect yourself. What else are you gonna have to do? Yeah, you're gonna have to fight harder. 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 You have these, because it's the idea of someone trying to figure out your TTPs. You know, there's an old military joke about people are trying to figure out your weaknesses, so it triggers like a part of your brain designed around self-defense. And when someone's trying to go after your ability to defend yourself, it triggers a very insane part of your brain. Insane part of your brain. Insane in the membrane. And I'm not talking about I never had any of those like because there's people in this world who like they had the people who try to kill them, I guess, from the Middle East. That never happened to me. I don't think. I mean, they didn't like personally. It wasn't. I never got eye fucked by an Iraqi. I don't think. So there are people, get eye fucked. Eye fucked is the word. It's the, when a person looks at you like they want to kill you. If they could get away with it, they do it. When the cops roll through the hood, there's a lot of people who eye fuck the cops. It's like, oh, that person, I hope they get hit by a DUI, or, it's the malicious, the eye of maliciousness. You've had eyes of maliciousness on you before, right? Or maybe you haven't, I don't know. What if you woke up one day and you're like, hey, I'm being maliciously eye-ish towards other people. Ooh, I am maliciously eye-ish towards other people, I guess. Maybe that's the moral. Maliciously eyeing. I'm filled with hatred. Eyes on Fire. There you go. There's a song there's a dubstep song called Eyes on Fire. It's got it's about this person. I won't ease your pain. I want something your strain. So this person who has eyes, they need to get some Visine, I guess. I guess they have eyes on fire. They have red eyes, I guess. Red eyes. Get some Visine. Or their dubstep. It's only going to bring you down. That was another good one. It's only going to bring you. So there's thoughts you have that are only going to bring you down. And there's some thoughts that are only going to bring you up. So it's a thought. You got to focus on the good thoughts, maybe? I don't know. Is that the meaning of the song? Maybe. Here's a pond with some fog. Some pond with some fog. It's only going to bring you... The pond with fog is not going to bring you down. It will bring you up. Up and... it's only going to bring you up to get into the light where you... What is that one? I Saw the Sign. There's a song. I saw the sun. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sun. Songs. There's a whole... Just do songs for a whole 2-3 hours, 4 hours. Songs. What songs are there? You still got that one song in your head, the Suzanne. Still got that in your head. Suzanne. Da 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 da. And the second lyric is all about that Jesus fellow, which was weird. I didn't know that. I thought that was just about some crazy lady, and then it's about Jesus, and then it's about... I guess it's Suzanne is the third verse is about Suzanne again. Suzanne brings you oranges all the way from Egypt. Poor Suzanne. This is going to be the age of, if you're going to be a comic in the next 4 or 8 years, you can't talk about you're going to have to talk about stupid shit, trivial shit. You can't do you can't do serious life comedies. People are going to want to be distracted. This is like the Great Depression. They wanted cheerful movies back then. They wanted those stupid Shirley Temple movies, something about candy. Rare candy. I was watching a Pokemon video. I used to play Pokemon back in the day. There's this trick. You get infinite rare candies. And I'll tell you about rare candies. You can't find bags of Nutrageous. Nutrageous are a really good candy bar. They're a Reese's mixed with a Snickers. So it's peanut butter mixed with peanuts, mixed with chocolate. I don't think there's any nougat in it, which is what I like. So I don't like nougat in my candy bars. I like peanut butters and peanuts and chocolate. And no nougat. And you can find them maybe individually. And so it's a rare candy. I just wanted some rare candy, because rare candies are one of the coolest things ever, because you can level up your Pokemon with a Nutrageous which is pretty fucking cool. It's how like outrageous. You can only get those in bulk off of like Amazon. You can't get them in bulk. You can't get like a fun-sized bag at Walmart, which kind of angers me, I guess. It doesn't anger me. I guess it doesn't really matter. You know, it's not. It's just if there was a candy bar. In terms of candy bars, there's Reese's and there's Nutrageous. They're probably about equal in terms of goodness. Both pretty good. Both. But Reese's are not a rare candy because you can get Reese's in bulk pretty easy. So they're not a rare candy. Suzanne brings you rare candy jokes. Nope. And here's a pond with some trees in the pond. And here's some red clay. Well, it's not red, it's dirt. Some redness in there, maybe. A little bit of redness. Some stones. Some quarry stones under the circle tubey thing for the sewer. So that the dirt doesn't go into the sewer, I'm guessing. An engineer could tell you why they do the stones like that. That's probably why. What else? White fence. There's some people walking. Some trees without leaves. Very few leaves. There's maybe 10, 20 leaves on the whole tree. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I don't feel like counting them. They're hard to count. It's hard to differentiate the leaves when they're kind of, if they are there, they're together. So, let's see what else. And the evergreens. You got evergreens. What's the name of the tree with the oily leaves? You know, the evergreens don't go. They stay green forever, even in winter. They're still green. They're evergreen. Not a fall tree. Fall trees lose their leaves. They are not evergreen. They look like skeletons, kind of. Or the skeleton of the tree, maybe. Someone's made that analogy before. That's not new. Ah, shit. I need a new analogy. The skeleton of the tree. The skeleton of the tree. Ha ha ha. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. What if the difference between Democrats and Republicans was the Democrats are always the outsider group? Because, you know, like, weren't like humans supposed to be like these like clan groups where like the one guy sat in a chair and someone would feed him grapes and stuff? That would be the alpha male or something. And then, you know, the ladies would have a court around him. You know, and then, you know, psychologically, isn't that what a Democrat's supposed to be? They're supposed to be the eternal outsider, the eternal wandering Jew, the eternal, you know, whoever stuck that little Lanthologist thing, you know. I don't know, how's that in your head? That's an attempt to come up with a new idea. Don't come up with a new idea. Come up with an old idea and be funny. Be funny. What's funny? What's funny? There's nothing funny about any of this. It's the same story. You know, these stories are all the same, right? Nothing's changed in 10,000, 100,000 years. It's the same rules. Same rules have been going through since the first two little fishes got out of since God created Adam and Eve in the garden. It's the same rules as the fishes eating the fishes, right? Oh man, the Garden of Eden. If only I could. You know, it'd be funny if you went back to the Garden of Eden and you're like, hey, these days we have it better than the Garden of Eden. You know, it's just you could walk around picking stuff off the trees and stuff. People thought that was like, they didn't have air conditioning. You know, they didn't have heat in the winter. People were, you know, like, the Garden of Eden. The Garden of Eden was so great. And then you go back in time and it's like, this sucks. I like now better than the Garden of Eden. This Garden of Eden, you could just pick fruit up. I could try doing my applesauce joke. Would that work? I like that joke. That my what is her name? Yeah, whatever. It's applesauce lady. She didn't give him the apple. She fed him applesauce. Everybody knows that. That'll be my conspiracy theory. Eve didn't feed Adam an apple. She fed him applesauce. Wow, all jokes end up being personal. That's the problem with jokes. They just end up being individual confessions. They don't end up being universal jokes. My misanthropy and is all. I'm not really making jokes. I'm just being misanthropic. I'm not trying to make you laugh. That sucks, man. That's a bad thing to wake up in the morning and be like, holy moly. I thought I was trying to be funny, and then I realized, oh, I'm just going around being a jerk, I guess. Probably is. And that's why you identify with the dog. The dog went around being a jerk, pissing on people's mail posts and stuff. That's basically me. Right? That's why I cared about the dog. I cared about the dog because I identified as the dog that was going around pissing on stuff. Huh. Is that insight? That's insight. Fuck yeah, insight. 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 Do 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 do. Parkway tax service. Do 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 do. Parkway tax service. And then you realize I'm one of Thomas. Goes out with not with a boom, but with a whimper. With a whimper, with a whimper. Godfather's pizza with a whimper. Best Buy, Parkway, Boots are here, Traeger goes. Do 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 do. There was that joke. Just listening to something about there's like a computer voice on the YouTubes. They got these like AI voices now. I think they make their own little mini documentaries. And they were doing one about that one fella and how he would do jokes, but his jokes were, if I heard he has this one joke he said, if people don't like that joke, I knew they wouldn't like my jokes. And then, I wouldn't have laughed at that joke if I heard it. So, if I could try and have a blank, clean slate, I probably wouldn't laugh at that joke. It's a very overly individual. It requires too much foreknowledge to get the joke. That's what isn't a joke where you want to have jokes that are just like anyone could get off of, a child could look at or an adult, no prior knowledge. So that's why your jokes suck. Your jokes require too much prior knowledge. So you'd be a terrible comedian. You're gonna have to accept that because the only jokes you can tell are jokes that require way too much. Well, it's not even good. Not even good, even if you do know this stuff, right? They're just terrible puns, terrible wordplays. Yeah, shit. I'm not good at anything. That's a terrible thing to wake up one day. It's like, I'm not good at anything. Fuck. Shit. What do you do if you're bad at everything? Oh, God dang it. I'm bad at everything. Yes, I am. Not good at anything. This is not cool. What is cool? Cool is... I guess cool is enabling. So, not cool. Do 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 do. That's my personal property. That's my personal property. Walk had the property idea, right? What is your property? Do you have... Property would be like land, I guess. Statistically, what percentage of people own land? Then you have your physical property, which, a lot of that is kind of junkish. It's maybe furniture, life, liberty, and land. Life, liberty, and gold coins, trinkets. Yeah, I guess that's what you'll learn from this. I guess you learn something. I learned something. It just took me 2 or 3 years to mentally get it through my head. It's a very there's a thing where you turn seawater and ocean water into water. And they push it through a filter. But it takes a ton of energy. That's like what I am. It takes so much energy to push seawater through my stupid brain. So much energy, so much time. One of the slowest learners I've ever met. I gotta do better I gotta learn to learn better. I gotta learn to learn better. Is there a way to learn better? Learn faster, learn more? Learn faster, learn more? Gotta get it better. Either that or you just have to drink. You have to drink a little more of the seawater. There's some story about a guy, he drank seawater and he lived. I don't know if that works or if that doesn't work. They say it doesn't work, but there's some guy who did it, supposedly. Could you train your body to drink on seawater? I don't know. Some guy did it, but can everybody do it? Maybe. The guy from Kevin Costner. That's a good question. Like, I thought you were a criminal, basically, so that's why he treated you that way, probably. Which I guess you are a criminal, so I guess he was right to treat you like a criminal, because you are a criminal. I'm a criminal. My words are like a dagger with a jagged edge. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Should have not been a criminal. Should have been something other than a criminal. Watch too many criminal movies. Too many criminal movies. Too many criminal movies. Bonnie and Clyde? I never watched Bonnie and Clyde. Need to watch Bonnie and Clyde. And I can. The whole point of Bonnie and Clyde is that it's a romantic. It's a Romeo and Juliet self-destruction story where they rob banks as a way of, escaping the drudgery, mundaneness of the average, the normal. Maybe, I don't know. I never watched it, so. We just watched a movie. We just watched a movie. We just watched a movie. You never really watched Blue's Clues, so why are you doing Blue's jokes? You'd have been like a middle schooler when Blue's Clues came out, so if you know that song, that's not, it's not good. We just watched Blue's Clues. Then again, you go to you were doing that sexual identity with Trump thing. There's only two genders. Okay, so genders is only about sex, so sex is only about procreation then in that story. But then what about the identity thing? Because you remember you have the people who identify as they, you have people who identify as dogs. Because you were watching that dog, so you identified as a dog. But you don't sexually identify as a dog, I guess. So I guess that's okay. So you have different development stages. Even you have your mental age, and then you have your development age. Whatever the hell that means. You have a bad development age. You're not really willing. I don't think there's a human being in this world I would allow to talk down to me. I think that's my problem. I gotta undo that one. I don't care who you are. I think all humans are peers. We were all taken from the ether without our consent and thrown into this. That's bullshit. You're allowed to talk down to people, right? Like you can talk down to people if you have a legitimate reason to, right? Like if someone's on your property and it's like midnight, you're allowed to scream at them, get the fuck off my property, right? Or maybe we're all just. That's a good question there, because if you're going with the all people were taken from the ether without their consent, who are you to scream at the person at midnight, stealing out of your garage? You got no right to, because they were taken from the ether just like you. They were thrust into existence, as the old Nazi philosopher Heidegger said. Thrown, there's some German word for thrown, thrust. It's a sexual metaphor, very, very sexual philosopher there. Who's the most sexual philosopher? Don Juan. Sartre, Sade, Marquis de Sade, there you go. Well, his whole thing was just breaking the rules to break the rules, right? Like, wasn't that his whole... I'm just breaking the rules because I can break the rules. I do what I can do. I'm a libertine. I follow no rules because I'm a libertine. Libertineness is overrated. Don't be a libertine. Be a whatever the opposite of a libertine is. A anti-libertine. What is the opposite of a libertine? Conservatine? A duty teen? Probably duty teen. Duty teen. It's about duties. Wasn't that one of the people? One of the people had something about duties. Duties. Those things you pay on your stuff in the airport. You have duties. We just did a duty. We just did a duty. We just did a duty. It's a big steaming. Never mind. Makes you sound like you're anti-duty. I mean, you know, based on your actions, you're anti-duty, but romantically, I'm pro-duty. it's like I'm a romantic for duty, but I don't myself practice duty. I practice libertinism, but I'm a romantic for the duty. Deep down, I look at the people with duty and I go, wow, you've got duty. And secretly jealous, filled with green envy and rage. Why can't I have duty? I just want some duty. I just want some duty. I just want some duty. He's thinking of poop when he says that. So he thinks he's being funny. You're referring to yourself in the third person. That's nice. I like that. That's very libertine of you. Very libertine. I'm a libertine. I'm a libertine. I'm a libertine. No duty. Oh, no custom duty. Long time ago in a galaxy far away. Duty. Duty, duty, duty. Just throw, my plan is so my jeans were here, I throw my grenade, and then at least my jeans won't be here anymore. That'll be good. Those should be duty people. You'll call them stupid. Because remember, if I've uploaded the previous ones, he just calls people stupid a bunch. That's his coping mechanism, I guess. So, you should call people stupid. Survival of the fittest. I guess I wasn't that fit. So, it's a terrible one. You wake up one day and you're like, I guess I'm not that fit. I can't survive. I'm not that fit. I needed to be fitter. I needed to go to the gym more. I needed a better mental attitude. Whenever I was supposed to respect other people's, whatever. I know reality better than you, even though I probably don't. Shit. Not cool. We just did a duty. And trees are skeletons, I guess. There's a bunch of trees. So there's trees and some endocrine clinic. I'll work this out, I guess. Slowly and inevitably, it will dissipate like a black hole. Because I'm a black hole, but don't black holes dissipate eventually? Don't they have Hawking radiation or something? They get rid of their mass. I'm just trying to Hawking radiation myself out. If I can get all this black mass. Ooh, black mass. There's a movie about that mobster fella. He wasn't a nice guy, right? He was Whitey Bulger. So if you ever seen the movie, what was that Jack Nicholson movie? He's in that one, and then he's also in a movie called Black Mass. So I wonder if he's in any other movies. You know, he is Whitey Bulger. He's not a nice guy. He's kind of a mean person. At least based on the movie. I mean, like, that's a good question. If Whitey Bulger had his henchmen hold a gun to your head and say, is Whitey Bulger a nice guy? Or would you be like, yes, Whitey Bulger is a nice guy. He was kind of a nice guy. Now, in hindsight, he was a great guy. He was a swell fella. One of the nicest people who's ever existed. What a swell fella. His name is Whitey Bulger. And then, now you understand the concept of truth. Truth is, whoever's holding a gun to your head is the person who is right. Might makes right. As the old aphorism goes, the pen and the sword combined together are what are called combined arms. Combined arms is when you combine three things together. Air, see, you could do NASA in there, four, maybe five. You can throw internet in there, maybe some combined arms. World War II is just air, artillery, maybe, and land. Was it 2 or 3? Good question. I don't know. There's a black box under a stairway. Black box under a stairway. I have no skills. I'm completely useless. By Wyndham. Should have been useful. Next time I'm gonna be born in this world, I'm gonna be useful. I'm gonna be a useful person. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be so nice. I'm gonna be useful. I'm not gonna sing Blues Clues songs. Do. Here's the thing. If you're gonna do the annoying comedian thing, you have to do it for the full 4 or 8 years. Because the people are gonna want to see feel-good movies. They're gonna want to see movies where, in comics, they're gonna want to see distraction comics. They're not gonna want to see, stupid, walk around, talk about the mundaneness of your existence jokes. They're gonna want to see, you gotta pander. Pan and pandering. Wasn't there a joke you had in your head about pandering and panning? Panning for gold and pandering. Because pandering is when you change yourself to, pandering could also be growth. Are you pandering or are you growing as a person? There's a good question. How do you know when you're pandering and when you're growing? Whoa, that's deep. That's deep. Wow, that's so deep. What a deep thought. It's a joke, I guess. Da 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 da. We just watched a movie. You didn't watch a movie though, did you? You didn't watch a movie. So you're just singing songs. Huh. Here's a good one. So, let's say there was a game of roulette, a literal game of like 1 in 6 or 1 in 10 roulette. You know, like the gun roulette. What amount of money would it cost you to play that game? So, like here's the other question: is it a public is it a public game or is it a private? So, like, you play the game in private. It's just for one person's amusement, just for their enjoyment. But then publicly, let's say you made $1 billion playing it. It's, you know, 1 million, 10 million, 100 million, whatever your price is, 10,000, 100,000. Who wants to be a 10,000aire? You play 1 in 6 roulette. So, you know, what is that called? What is that roulette gun game called? Gun roulette? I don't remember the name of the. What is that? What is it? They do it in the Deer Hunter, right? They spin the chamber. You spin it. Spin. 1 in 6. 1 in 6. I think they do like 3 bullets, so that'd be like 50-50. And then was it De Niro had to pull the trigger? So if someone was going to be like 1 in 6, is there any amount of money you'd do for that? Or is it, okay, so then the second question would be, if you did do that, would the price be different if it was like on a TV show versus it's a private event, you could deny that it ever happened? Huh. There's a quandary. I don't know, it's not a quandary, it's a, I don't know, it's going through my head. I'm not here to entertain you, I'm here to exfil my brain. I'm here to get rid of stuff out of my brain. What would the price difference would be? Because you don't want to be the guy who made money playing roulette with your brain gun thing. You want to be the guy who, you know, started from the bottom with some bootstrings. Very nice. Very nice. I'm a leader of leaders. I am not a leader of underlings. I lead leaders. That's just a big fancy way of saying you're a terrible person, right? Like, I lead the leaders. You can't lead the leaders. The leaders don't follow isn't there that old line, you don't let the prisoners run the prison. You don't let the whatever. You know how that goes. You know those sayings. Just keep your eyes down. Keep your eyes on the ground. And you'll do okay. Keep your eyes on the ground. Huh. I don't know if that's good or bad. you're taking that song from yesterday, and are you positive well, then again, the one line was, the most dangerous thing is a Negro with a library card. And there's that other guy who's like, you gotta keep your head down, I guess. Keep that head down, baby. 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 Keep your head down, baby. Don't get it cut off. It's like a French Revolution song. They would sing that to the aristocratic kids. I'm scared of that Robespierre guy. I'm scared of that Robespierre guy. Nope. The only tactic I really have is I like to do the one where whatever the person is attacking, you accuse them of being it. So, Donald Trump is getting rid of like DEI and all that. So I'm like, he's a Robespierre. He's not pro-aristocrat. Get rid of him. I don't know, trying to cut the base off. But I think people see through it, so they know that I don't care about if he's Robespierre or not, or if is he the counter? Is he the revolution or is he the counter-revolution? Is he there's a Hitler one where he said, "I am the counter-revolution," and then I had a joke earlier where Washington was there's a revolution, but then Washington put down 2 or 3 rebellions himself. He was the king, whoever the king of Britain was, who got his he tried to put down the American Revolution, but he failed. But not King Washington, but George Washington, he put down 2 or 3 revolutions himself because he was a revolutionary who turned into a counter-revolutionary. So, I don't know. That's a good question. The revolution will not be televised. There's a joke about the fall of the Soviet Union, and because it's not really. I don't think people really understand that story. I don't understand the story. It sort of just happened. It's kind of a magic thing. It happened when I was young, and it happened, I guess, and they played like Swan Lake or something, and then there was the KGB had some overthrows of that guy with a big scar. That's kind of important, I guess. The revolution, what if the revolution was, what if anything was, nothing is really televised, so I don't think anything's really being televised. It's all not being televised. It's all the opposite of being televised. Even is this being televised, or is this is scripted? I think this is, I did that joke yesterday, this is just a Soros hit piece. I'm just a crisis actor. I guess I am a crisis actor. I mean, I'm an actor. I'm a crisis actor. I'm an actor in crisis. I need some Soros money. I don't know. That's kind of. Would you take Soros money? I don't think I take any money. I think the thing is, you don't want to take anybody's money anymore. It's all dirty money. So don't take McDonald's money. Don't take Walmart. Don't just starve to death. That's my motto. You should probably not be taking anybody's money. It's all dirty money. Even if you're a small business owner, it's technically probably dirty money. You know yourself, right? Everybody said there's really nothing clean about any of this. It's all just dirty. It's all bad. To sing that really cool song from The Problem Child, it's all bad to the bone, I guess. The whole thing is bad to the bone. Dun, 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 dun. On different pages of a different book. Different books for different sooks, hooks, smooks. I don't know. It's a good one. Do I have decent instincts? I was thinking about this. If I was going to try and sell something positive, do I have decent instincts? Nope, I don't have decent. Do I have decent instincts? Maybe. I don't know. Instincts. Do you trust? Holy shit, why am I walking by this thing again? So fucking disgusting. Big old thing of dead carcass. My instincts are not good because I would have remembered that there was that carcass and I wouldn't have walked by this thing again. If I had good instincts, right? Because do you trust your instincts? Do you trust your instincts? I got bit by a radioactive spider when I was a kid. It was, I'm Spider-Man, so I have that spider sense thing. I don't have that. That would be, in the next 30 seconds, I'm gonna get shot in the head for having made fun of that mobster guy. I don't know which one. They're all mobsters, right? The Clintons, the JFKs, the Trumps, the Black Mask guy. They're all mobsters. So one of them's gonna shoot me in the head pretty soon. So I don't know which one, but someone's gonna shoot me in the head next 30 seconds. And I'm looking down, so whoever it is, I won't see it coming, which is what I'm looking forward to. Come Sweet Death, as the Evangelion song. That was a classic song from, I think, Mozart or Beethoven or something. Come Sweet Death, shoot me in the head, Mafia. Mafia, please shoot me in the head. See, that's my biggest fear. I mean, imagine waking up one day and actually having a reason to live. And then you're like, holy shit, I lived my entire life without really giving a shit because I didn't give a shit because it was easy to not give a shit, but then you have a reason to give a shit, and then you're like, holy fuck. The weight of it would be unbearable, That would suck, So, holy shit. You people have the worst lives ever. You wake up in the morning, you care about stuff. I couldn't do it, man. You guys are 10 times bigger people than me. I'm a midget in a land of giants. I'm a midget in the land of giants. A giant in the land of midgets. I'm a blind midget in the land of giants with two eyes. I don't know if that's true or not true. Maybe it's true. Maybe it is true. Maybe it is true. Maybe it is true. It's probably not true, but it could be true. Huh. You know, there's an idea, you know. The old Britney Spears thesis was you secretly, didn't they make a movie about that in like Los Angeles? It's like you secretly want to eat your celebrities. There was some movie where they eat that one celebrity lady. Because that's what celebrity is. You pedestal it so that you can then sacrifice it and eat it. Because they did that to old Britney. They shaved her head and stuck an apple in her mouth and they barbecued her and ate her, I think. Didn't they? I know they shaved her head. I don't remember the last two parts. Probably. They shaved her head, stuck an apple in her mouth, put her on a rotisserie, and ate her. Celebrity is bad for people. There needs to be more anonymity. Maybe, I don't know. No more. I think all talking heads should be outlawed. You know, it should be no talking heads. Should have to have an AI head, like one of them. Facebook. You know, they're called meeples. Meeples are for board games. But you know, the simplified human, it's like your head, but very simplified down, like a cartoonish picture of your head. You know, I don't know. You're one of 10 people. There's 10 meeple faces you can choose from, and each one of them tells. It'd be like a Power Ranger face. You know, you get to choose a color. Are you an Asian person? Are you a black person? Are you an Indian? Yeah. Your entire. That would be kind of right-wingish, though. That'd be left-wingish, because it'd be identity politics. You know, because it would just be what color ranger are you? I'm an individual. Which group is more individualistic now? Is it the right or the left? I can't remember. Because of because the right saying, you know, because I identify as a dog that takes pisses on mailboxes. So they're outlawing that, right? Are they outlawing that, or are they not out? I can't remember. Or is it only if I'm a dog that pisses on mailboxes while taking my cock out? I don't know. Is that right or left? I don't know. No identify. Then again, you just identify with whatever's in your eyes at the moment. So I'm looking at grass. I identify as grass. Here's a leaf. Identify as a leaf. I think you're mixing up the concept of what you're looking at with what you identify as. There's a white flag. I identify as a white flag. I identify as a thing that you put cars on and it rotates. I identify as a curb. So whatever's in your head is what you identify as. I don't think he's against that, is he? If he's against that, I'm against him. I'm allowed to identify with whatever I'm looking at the moment. So whichever political party's for that, I'm thumbing my nose, not my nose, my thumb in positive. You know, thumbs up. I'm grass. I'm looking at grass. I'm grass. Grass on grass. Grass on grass. Wow, you are not the healthiest human being ever. What is healthy? What's healthy? Huh. Your jokes are just repetitive. I need to come up with something new here. Come on, new. Catharsis. Come on, learn something here. You're supposed to learn something here. What are you going to learn? You're going to learn something, right? I was going to learn something and I just never learned anything, and then I was stuck at the same thing, and then it never grew. You know, I was supposed to grow, but I never grew. Shit. Now I gotta walk around for 4 hours. Desperately looking for... I gotta find a way to trick people into thinking I'm growing. How do I trick people into thinking I'm growing? We just made a movie. some stones on the ground, some bark on the ground, some yellow wires. I identify as yellow wires. I identify as a sewer lid. I need a story. I need duty. Kantian duty. I need some Kantian duty. Need me some Kantian duty. I need me some Kantian duty. Kant made a duty. Kant made a duty. If I ever had a dog, I'd name it Kant. I could be like, Kant made a duty. Nope. Doesn't work. Thank God. Clinic PC. So here's my idea. So I think there's like, out of this 3 or 4 hour thing, there's probably like 1 minute of usable material in here. I need to invent an AI that goes panning for gold in YouTube videos and finds the gold within them. Because, you know, I don't want to fucking watch YouTube videos, but I could create a panning for gold algorithm. I could take all the gold out of the YouTube videos, and you know, I can make a bunch of money taking all the gold out of the YouTube videos, right? So there's a lot of gold in these videos. It's interspersed with bullshit, right? A lot of bullshit, a little bit of gold, a lot of bullshit in these YouTube videos. Create a YouTube video algorithm writer. It goes through, it finds the zeitgeist, it finds the gold, and then the gold is extracted out into nuggets and bars. And those bars and nuggets would be nice to have. It'd be pretty cool having nuggets and bars of gold. We just made a movie. We just made a movie. We just made a movie. Huh. Here's a Hobby Lobby. You ever want to go to a lobby where they have hobbies? That'd be kind of cool. A lobby of hobbies. It's just a lobby filled with all sorts of hobbies. Hobbies and lobbies, lobbies and hobbies. Hobbies and lobbies, lobbies, hobbies, lobbies, hobbies. I will cut my nose off to spite my face. I will cut my nose off to spite my face. That always does put a smile on my face. That old Blues Clues jingo. Good old Blues Clues, teaching the kids the importance of cutting your nose to spite your face. Good old Blue. Didn't he lose like a lot of his body parts doing that? Because he cut his nose off and then he had to cut all the other parts of his body off to, because he had to keep getting spite. You know, the spite. It adds up. Spite will add up, you know. You lose parts of your body, slowly and inevitably, you lose it all. That's what you need. There needs to be a way to do spite with other people. There needs to be able to spite using like Chinese kids or something, you know. I could cut off a Chinese kid's nose instead of chopping off my own nose. You know, that'd be kind of cool. That'd work better, I think. Blues Clues. Blues Clues, Blues Clues. It's a show about blues. It's actually a very meta show. It's about the you have the blues, and you have to figure out the clues as to how you got the blues. So that's what the Blues Clues show is actually about. It's actually a show about you have the blues. Why do you have the blues? Look through the clues. And that was no dog. You hallucinated that. That was not real. We just made a movie. You've never made a movie, so why are you saying that? Okay, so Reince Priebus, not an African American. Editor's note. You know. I wonder if lefties are more cultish than righties. But then again, I remember seeing something about there was like a right-wing group in the 60s and 70s called the Tools Corporation or something. I think they're both right-wingers though, because didn't that one guy do the university, and that was kind of a pyramid thing, right? Pyramid power. And the left has their own pyramid power, but they say they're anti-pyramid. It's a pyramid power dedicated to the anti-pyramid scheme. You know, it's a scheme of we're going to get rid of all pyramids, but it's another pyramid scheme. So it's all just pyramid schemes. Pyramid schemes all the way down. Turtles all the way down. Pyramid schemes all the way down. Just a bunch of pyramids. That could work. Nope, wouldn't work because it's a derivative joke. You know? You have to take a poop. Do you have to take a poop? 2 hour? Yeah, maybe 2 hour. I'm tired. I don't enjoy this anymore because I'm gonna have to do this for to get street cred. I'd have to do this for 10 years. Otherwise, I'd just be, because what's gonna happen is it's gonna be 4 years of Trump and then 4 years of some other Republican, and I've got to trick people into thinking that I have some sort of integrity when I don't actually. I'm really just a person pretending. I'm just as bad as fake black Obama and fake give a shit about the working class Trump. I'm just as fake as them, which sucks because I'm trying to trick people into thinking I have some sort of integrity, but I don't. I don't actually. This is just a con, which sucks. I need to figure out a way to not. I got to figure out a way to con people into thinking I'm not conning them. Shit. How do you con people into thinking you're not conning them? It's so hard to con people these days. I gotta figure out a way to con them. So much work. She just made him. We just got a letter. So then, Blues Clues now turns into a TV show about, the letters are like memories. So you get a memory, Blues Clues. You get a letter. The letter is like a memory or a message. A message. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. It's like a guy cutting locks off. I hope he's cutting locks off. That'd be pretty cool if he was a guy cutting locks off. I go around cutting locks off, stealing things from U-Hauls. Or if he lives in it, that'd be kind of cool. He rented a U place and then he lives there. That'd be kind of dope. Huh. U-Haul. U-Haul. You just called out a guy, he's scraping by. Lives in an orange thing probably, and don't be so mean. Don't be so mean. Why are you so mean, brother? Brother, you my brother. We're all brothers in communism / capitalism / Jesus stuff. I gotta figure out what the people are what sort of con they'll fall for. Will they fall for the communism con, the Jesus con, which con will these people fall for? I gotta use my brain here. My name is Benny. I carry around multiple necklaces. I've got a Judaism necklace and a Christian necklace and a fish necklace and I got a bunch of necklaces, and I try and guess which necklace you like, and then I pull out that necklace and I'm like, hey, check out my necklace. You like my, I'm not really me. I'm a mirror unto you. I'm ye. I'm a ye. I'm the white ye without any rap skills or any artistic skills. I don't really have any skills. I'm just a talentless white ye. Shit, that's not cool. I need talent. If you're gonna call yourself the white ye, you gotta have some talent. Shit. What do I get my talent? Is there a person can get some talent around here? Drugs will give me talent. I need drugs to give me talent. We're gonna get some drugs to give me talent. I need drugs. I need some coffee. If you have a bunch of speed in you, you just get really confident. That's the main goal of speed. It's just you become stupidly confident. So I'll drink like a big old thing of coffee, espresso. I'll drink like 10, 20 espressos, and then I'll be talking all confident, and then people will fall for it because it's the tone of the boat, not the it's how confident the boat owner is of the boat, not the size of the boat or you just gotta be confident with your boat. He's a confident boat captain. He's a confident boat captain. He's a confident boat captain. He's very, very, very confident with his boat. People like confident boat owners. I don't like boat owners that when they're driving their boat, they seem nervous. I like people who are calm and collected boat owners. I like the calm and collected boat owners. They calm me down. It's like a sheep thing, as a sheep, I like other calm sheep. So, then again, a leader can calm sheep even if they should be worried. So a leader could be a positive or negative. He could be maybe we're all headed to the slaughterhouse, because they have those slaughterhouses things. They keep the little thing so they can't see the other cows their heads getting, sugared. That sugar fella, he had one of them metal thingies, But as long as you don't see him doing it, it's okay that it's happening like a stall away. Sugar sitting there with his. Sugar didn't do that. He was an assassin, but the tool is used by common everyday folk. They work at the meat processing plant. Every day he gives the metal rods. I don't know, 1,000. How many could you do an hour? One a minute? 60 a minute? 30 a minute? 20 a minute? I don't know. You'd have to ask a meat processing plant employee. He just goes up and down the line. He's expected to do, I don't know, what would be an excessive number? So, 1 every 10 seconds, that would be 6 a minute. Whenever, he has to just go up and down. Pop, pop, pop. And then 6 a minute, so 6 times 60 would be 360 an hour? Is that right? 360 an hour. So an 8-hour shift, he would pop off. My guess is they go in one at a time, and it probably takes 2-3 minutes because they have to have them in a stall. But I don't know. I've never been to a meatpacking plant, so I'm just guessing here. I'm throwing out haymakers. Haymaker. Whoa, haymaker. What else is there? There's, what is the football one? It's a Hail Mary. Throwing out a Hail Mary here. Just making numbers up here, buddy. Hail Mary, haymaker of grace, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our cow capture. So what do you think they do? You think they bring them in one at a time, pop them, then they probably crane them up, weed them? Or do you think they just go up and down the line? There's like a big line of 100, but then they'd see it happening to the one beside them. So it'd have to be like, if they'd have to have like a metal wall. That would increase the time to maybe 20 seconds. 20 seconds, or I don't know. The speed, there's a Guinness Book of Records guy. He goes up and down. I did 800 this hour. That'd be a lot. 800 in an hour. That'd be way too many. That'd be 10 an hour, 10 a minute, 6 seconds, plus another, should be like 4 seconds. I don't know, I'm making up numbers here. You can go get your calculators out, kids. Go get your calculators out, kids, and figure out how many cow heads you have to pop with a metal thingy to get 800 an hour. That's Bob works at a cow killing place. He killed 800 cows this hour. How many seconds on average did he take per cow kill? Not to sound like PETA. I'm not a PETA member. I was just thinking of Anton Chigurh, I guess. Which is, Anton Chigurh was actually a character that PETA paid the Coen brothers to make. Because he's symbolic of the evilness of the meatpacking plants. But the meatpacking plants need to make their own movie, where the heroic meat workers of the world are shown heroically, because you got to fight propaganda with propaganda, right? Yeah. Those I think they're from Minnesota. Those, I think they're monotheists. Wink, wink. They're globalists. Wink, wink. They're elitists. Wink, wink. I'm not here to start a pogrom, but let's just say that's not funny, man. Don't go using the word pogrom. They make pretty good movies, even if they are paid off by PETA. So I'm just gonna explain movies because I'm bored. I was too serious earlier. I was being too serious. I got to be more fun, more juvenile. So I'll just explain movies. So what was No Country for Old Men was about this old fella, and he finds a bunch of money in the desert. And then there's this guy named Anton Chigurh, and he's got the doofiest haircut ever. He's got a metal cow killing thing. I don't know. He's a cow killer because cows are it's more of a critique of the directors on society. They think that humans are cows and stupid, or sheep. If you want to use the Christian analogy, Christians use the sheep analogy, right? You have a sheep herder, and you have sheepdogs, and they're sheepdogs, and then they're sheep, and a sheepdog has to be aggressive and mean to protect the sheep from the wolf, I guess. I don't know. I don't like sheepdogs or sheep or wolves. I think they should all be given the old cow treatment, but a lot of people like to protect the sheep. Protect the sheep. You gotta protect the sheep from the wolves. As a wolf, I don't like sheepdogs. I think they're long con wolves. That's how I look at them. But maybe they aren't. Maybe there really are sheepdogs. Like, as a wolf, I don't like sheepdogs. So when I see a sheepdog, all I see is a wolf pretending to be nice. But really, what if they really were not? What if there really were sheepdogs? What if there really were? Donald Trump, is he Dick Tracy, or is he set up by Madonna? Because Madonna set up Dick Tracy for a fall. You become so cynical to the idea of goodness that even if there was goodness, you would not believe in it. I do not believe in sheepdogs. I only believe in wolves. Or the sheepdog is just the wolf rationalizing its wolf instincts. I'm a nice guy. I'm here to help you. You know, I'm not a wolf in sheep's clothing. I'm a sheep in wolf's clothing, or I'm a sheepdog, or you know, I don't know. I don't believe in wolves. I don't believe in all that animal identity. You know, those animal identity people. Get rid of them. Just off them all. You know, if you believe you're a sheepdog, you should. That's not part of the two genders, there, buddy. Huh. I'm a criminal wolf. Wolf, the big bad wolf. There's a song. The big bad wolf. Doo, doo, doo. The big bad wolf. And he ate pigs, right? He ate pigs, and pigs are kind of tasty. I like pigs. I like to eat pigs. I like bacon. I like ham. I like... Ooh, but then again, you know, maybe people are going to think if I say I like pigs, I like to eat cops, because maybe cops are pigs, right? So, do you like? I don't like to eat pigs. I like beef. Beef is good. I don't like cow. I don't like pigs. I don't like pork. Because pork spending, right? You know, pork is something you give to your, you know, you build bridges to nowhere. People would like me if I could build them bridges to nowhere. But then I'd be a pork guy, and then they know I hate cops, because people who do pork hate cops because they're doing pork, and pork is symbolic of, you know, bacon and grease and, I'm gonna put this together. Here. I'm gonna put these puzzle pieces together. These puzzle pieces fit. I know they do. I just gotta use my brain, and the puzzle pieces will fit. I will puzzle piece until the puzzle fits. The puzzle will fit. I will make it. I will make the puzzle fit. Da 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 da. Force the puzzle piece into the slot, even though it only kind of fits. Okay, that's not gonna work. That analogy does not work. It works. The puzzle fits. The puzzle fits. I don't think I've ever made that many puzzles. Sorry, I don't know how to do puzzles that well. I always cheated on those video games. I'd always look up how to do the puzzles. I remember playing Knights of the Old Republic. I went on the internet and looked up the puzzle. Terrible at figuring out puzzles. Does someone have the puzzle already filled out, please? I do not like puzzles. Puzzles are not fun. They are not fun. Should have been a puzzle man. Should have been a puzzle maker. Puzzle solver. If you can solve puzzles, you can do anything. So let's see, 10 years of doing this. You'll get like 10 years. You might get like 10 views over 10 years, 10 times. So 3,000 videos, 10 views, and then you gotta keep the hope on. You gotta keep the fire burning, baby. Burn, baby, burn. Keep the fire burning. If you keep the fire burning, I don't know. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Your fire is your soul, right? So, and your eyes are on fire. You know, just because your eyes are on fire. Remember, there's those people who sing that song about your eyes being on fire. Just because your eyes are on fire, they ain't gonna soothe your pain. You know, I won't ease your strain. You know, because they wanna put the fire out of your eyes. People don't like fire in your eyes. They wanna snuff the fire. They wanna snuff your fire out. You know, no fire allowed in eyes. I gotta get some like contacts that'll make it so people can't see my fire in my eyes. If I could do that, I could walk around and people would think that, you know, it's like a normal person. You know, like a normal people don't have fire in their eyes. And if I didn't have any fire in my eyes, people would be like, he's just like me. He's got no fire in his eyes. You know, that's the key. When you walk around the people, do not have fire in your eyes. Because they made that song They wrote that song about people with fire in their eyes, you know? And that's how you negate the fire eye people. The fire worshippers. There was the fire worshippers in Game of Thrones, right? They were the fire people. The pretty lady, and then the pretty lady was secretly like an old hag. That was pretty cool, right? She was a Dorian Gray-esque character, but a lady. So she was Melisandre. Melisandre is a Dorian Gray. I won't ease your strain. I won't lift you up? I'll eat you alive. Da 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 da. I'm not scared of your stolen power, Melisandre. You know, you just call them That's the thing, you call someone a witch. That's a cool trick. I gotta learn to do that. You call someone a witch, anything they do, even if it was like a good thing, it's just witch power. Witch power. Wiccans. I need to become a Wiccan. That was one of my theories once. If someone calls you a witch and you weren't a witch, do you become a witch? How do you undo someone calling you a witch if you're not a witch? Or maybe you were a witch and you didn't know. What if you were a witch and you didn't know you were a witch and you were like casting spells? You even know you were casting spells, but like you had like witch. That's a terrible. Also, witches are more of a feminine thing. It's more like a Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It's not a masculine. Wizards. You're a wizard, Harry. You're Merlin, Harry. I need to get one of them blue hats, I guess. If I had a blue hat, this would be a lot easier. Give me a blue hat and, you know, then I'd be a wizard, Harry. God, I wish I had some wizard or some witch powers. I need to get a wizard or a witch power. Shoot fireball? That'd be pretty cool. Shooting fireballs. When I was in preschool, there was a game of Battleship being played. And here's the thing, you know, when you play Battleship, you go like A2. This person was playing against me. I guess it was my first game ever. And they're like, I don't know if you were playing this right, because he hadn't been getting any hits. She's like, let me look at your things. Do you let a person look at your things? Or are you like, hey, this is Battleship, you know? I don't know. How do you know if you're winning at Battleship or if the person's cheating at Battleship? That's a good one. You're just a cheater. I was looking to find a way to cheat. I need to find a way to cheat better. How do I cheat better? I need some hacks. I need some of them like up, down, left, right things. Are there any of them in this world? Anyone know any up, down, left, rights? Some Konami codes. I need some extra lives. I need some more hearts. I need some. Is there a bear around here? And a guy that I can just like swing on for an hour, and I'll get my strength up to 99 and my two-handed up to 99. I don't think they had strength in Skyrim. I think they just had two-handed and one-handed, and they probably had magic. Huh. Where is the bear guy in the trainer cave where I can... Are there any hill giants I can slay and then sell the limp roots and the big bones? I just want to sell some big bones and some limp roots. Huh. Is there anything? Where can I get some limp roots? Where can I get some big bones? Where can I get some runes? You could go down. You could do the railroad thing again. The railroad is... Or do you want to go by UNA? UNA or railroad? Flip a coin. Railroad or UNA? I think I'm going to go UNA because I did railroad yesterday, right? Man, I was in a bad mood in the beginning. Now I feel better. That scares me. That really scares me about my mood. Like, you know, it's like I can be in a bad mood and then an hour later I'm not as bad of a mood. So did the walk do it, or was it just my moods are just random? You know, it's just some random, you know, something from the sky. You know, something from the sky. The Greek gods come down to me. Give me the melancholy. Was there a melancholy god? There was like the god of war. There was a god of love. The one with arrows. Was there one that was just like Was there one that was like a melancholy one? Or was there one that was like? There was probably an angry one, right? Probably the war one had angry. Huh. I am Achilles. I am Achilles. People will forget mine. I'll get shot in the ankle. That sucks. Don't get shot in the ankle. Sprain your ankle. There was that Gulliver's Travels, and they'd find Gulliver, and he'd be like 10 feet tall, and they'd all be like 6 inches tall. They'd always tie him down with strings. That's kind of narcissistic, isn't it? Like, I'm so amazing. The little people tie me down. Ha ha ha. I'm Gulliver. I'm Gulliver, the narcissist. I go around saying everybody else is 6 inches tall. What a jackass that Gulliver was. Because they were all the same height as him. He was just mentally projecting them as him, 6 inches. You know. A lot of people don't know that. That was actually all projection. So that's what it's like for me. I'm walking around. I'm Gulliver. I'm on Gulliver's adventures. I'm gonna get some of that 6 inch. I'm gonna get some of that 6 foot, your 6 inch energy going. And then I'll get melancholy, and I'll be 6 inches, and you'll be 6 foot, and then I'll have a middle area where we're all the same. And then I'll probably just go back to 6 foot, 6 inch, and then I'll probably go back to 6 inch, 6 foot, and then I'll go back to we're all the same. There's a pattern going on here. If you look carefully, there's a pattern. Beer bottle. There's a beer bottle. There's a branch. You can just do it as fast as... What if you turn it into a competition? How many times in an hour can you go through the 3 phases of whatever that's called? The 3 phases of I don't know, whatever you call that. Bud Light bottle. I'm better than you. You're better than me. We're all the same. I'm better than you. You're better than me. We're all the same. I'm better than you. You're better than me. We're all the same. This is getting old. I'm sorry. This joke was supposed to be funnier, but it wasn't. It wasn't a joke. It was never a joke. Oh. Do. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. I wonder where it's from. Where's this letter from? Don't you have that thing where like you can look at the postcode or something and you can go backwards and be like, it comes from here. There's a remailing address. I don't know. He woke up one day and he realized he never knew. He was just faking it. And now When I'm 120, it was a very good year for, I don't know, I built a bunch of T800s. I took out Los Angeles with my T800s, you know, because I'm a robot brain Skynet leader fella. Or you could do like Repo Man. Repo Man did the thing where they stuck the fella's head in the VR simulation. The Gigolo Joe guy, you know Gigolo Joe? Gigolo Joe, what do you know? Just got back from a Gigolo show. It's a bloodhound show. Gigolo were the clowns. Send in the clowns. Send in the clowns. Ultralight, some trash. Any shooters? I'm looking for shooters. Give me shooters. Give me shooters. I want to see some Bud Light. Some sort of black plastic. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Shooters. Give me shooters. You people are not giving me the amount of shooters that I want. I want shooters. I want shooter bottles. Because the more shooter bottles you're drinking, the less money you have and the drunker you are and the stupider you are. So it always alleviates it always makes me feel safer when I can think there's a bunch of people drinking shooters. Because not only are they poor, they're drunk and they're stupid. And the stupider you are, the smarter I feel. Which is 90% of my feelings come from that. I don't really have any other feelings besides a desperate need to keep my goal over ego in check. Did Gulliver go to a land where he was like 6 inches and the other people were 6 feet, or was it just the one where they had the string and they have to tie him down? I only saw the TV show, a little bit of it. And that might have even just been the commercial, you know. I don't even know if I saw the show. So it's on the show, on the commercial they had him, tied down on the beach or something, you know, because they were all, he's the size of a skyscraper, and they're all like 6 inches tall. So I don't know, they're all normal size, but see, that's why people are always talking shit about Trump, because he's actually the size of a skyscraper, and we're all normal size, and we gotta get them ropes and tie him down, otherwise he'll step on us. Gulliver's Travels, politics, Gulliver's Travel. I don't know. It was on NBC a long time ago. And I think they had like Merlin. They had one about Merlin and the swords, the knights. You know, postmodernism is about, we're only supposed to care about the king and his round table. But how many servants and how many serfs did he have? 100,000, 10,000, 50,000? I don't know. It's a postmodernist answer. How many serfs did King Arthur have? You know, because that matters if you're a lefty. But then again, are you supposed to care about? You're supposed to treat the serfs equally, right? To the people, everybody's equal, aren't we? Or not? I don't remember. You know, because I was thinking about this the other day. You know, like if I ever met like Barron Trump, I'd be like, you know, if someone was going to punch him in the face, I'd stop him and be like, yeah, don't go. But you know, if someone else was going to get punched in the face, like a nobody, I wouldn't care. You know, because there's no advantage. You know, if someone was going to go light, I saw this video on YouTube of these people. They took like lighter fluid. They found some like homeless fella because he was like sleeping near their house or something. They got angry, so they lit him on fire or something. You know, I'm not gonna go punch those people, but if you lay a finger on one of them Trump kids, I'll come after you. I'm not gonna protect anybody. I'm lazy, but in the story, there's at least an advantage to trying to protect the rich kid's son, right? Protect the rich people's kids. Maybe they'll shine some goodness on you. We're all equal. I'm a skyscraper. You're all 6 inches tall. I'm 6 inches tall. You're all skyscrapers. We're all equal. Repetition 1. Time to see how many times around the lap I can go for the rest of these 2 hours. How many times can I go around this lap thingy? I don't feel like doing that. It's not a good joke. It's a good joke. It's a great joke. It's a joke about lapping yourself or lapping. Some people are so far ahead of the race, they think they're skyscrapers surrounded by 6-inch people. Some people are so far behind in the race, they think they're 6 inches and that other people are skyscrapers, when really all the real people are in the sun right now. They're the sun people. They're inside the sun. And that's a firewall. The plasma thing on the outside is a firewall meant to keep us lowly people out of the sun. Because they all transcended to pure energy form. You know, they're not skyscrapers. You know, skyscrapers like, 10 times, it's like 60 feet. I'm assuming it's 12 feet per, how tall is a average, if a building's 10 stories tall, do you just take it and go like 10 times 12, 10 times 14, 12, 14? What's the average foot per floor height? I need a person to tell me that. I'm not gonna look it up, I don't care, but there's a number you can statistically average, and 10 times 12, 10 times 14, you'll get he's a 14-story building, he's a 16-story building. You think you see people who are 20-story buildings. The real people, the real 1,000-story building people have ascended into the center of the sun. Ha ha ha. Or not, I don't know. Maybe there are no 1,000-story people. No Gullivers. Because, Gulliver went to one land, and there was a person who was like, he was like really tall, but then the people were 6 inches, and then there was this other guy, he was 6 inches compared to the guy who was bigger than him. It was kind of creepy. That's a made up story. Nothing I say is even remotely true. I'm just making up stories here, sorry. That's not the story of Gulliver's Travels. I'm just extrapolating Gulliver's Travels into more. The Gulliver's Travels Extended Universe. There you go. Gulliver's Travels Extended Universe. Extended, expanded. Extended and expanded. How can these jokes fail? People should be rolling over in laughter at the joke of a. Is that a joke? It's just a dumb. It's hilarious because it's not funny, right? Like it's not funny. It's the enthusiasm of which I have for the extended, expanded Gulliver's Travels multiverse universe. Gulliver travels into the extended multi-universe, and he finds out he's really just someone already did that. You're doing that joke. You're gonna say he found out he's in a book. What is he? What is this, that Will Ferrell movie? Come on. A new idea. Didn't you talk about new ideas in the beginning of this thing? Aren't you learning anything? I thought you were supposed to learn something doing this. Hey, we changed stories. The story now is, how many times can you go 6 foot, 6 inch, 6 inch, 6 foot, equal lap? That's the new joke here. That's the new meta. The new meta is 6 foot, 6 inch, 6 inch, 6 foot, equal lap. How many laps? Okay. There was something I was listening to that Sam Vaknin on the YouTubes, and his specialty is he is a narcissist who talks about narcissists. And supposedly narcissists can turn off parts of their brain. Because remember I was telling you about earlier how this whole coming up with a new idea thing is probably just detrimental to my health. And yet I'm just completely turning that part of my brain off right now. So, read into that what you want. I don't know. Thanks, Sam Vaknin. Thanks, Sam Vaknin. You know, think about it. I'm just talking, and these are completely. There's nothing of value in here. This is worthless junk. I mean, holy shit! This is some of the most trivial and mundane bullshit. I mean, who could listen to this? You know, I can't even imagine someone being able to make it through this. Can I do it? Can I turn this into a lap somehow? I gotta get a lap in here. Come on, I gotta get another lap. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. The first book I ever read where the narrator was like a dishonest narrator was a book called Choke. It was about a fella. He would choke on hot dogs and corn. He'd go to expensive restaurants and he'd choke on things. And he'd get people to save him, and then he'd try and get money out of them. Because his whole thing was, you know. And then as the story progresses, it's found out that his, you know, he has a shitty job at a medieval colonial place, like a Williamsburg or something like that. And then his mother's in a nursing home, and he's spending like $5 or $10K a month on that. And then the story is that. And then by the end of the story, you realize it was his mother kidnapped him from somewhere else, and she was a Looney Tune. And what else was in the story? Oh, he got so full of his own shit. He met some other crazy lady at the nursing home, and she was a Looney Tune. And what was it? She convinced him that he was conceived from the holy relic of old J-Dog's P-Dog. And yeah, that was a funny book. It was funny. I guess the first like chapter is like, don't read this book. It's a waste of your time. That's the thing I remember the most. And then there's another chapter about the pilgrimage of pornography. I guess there's a chapter dedicated to that. And then there's another one. It's here we are in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the night. I always remember that line. I don't remember the rest of it, but middle of nowhere, in the middle of the night. What other memories? So then a corn dog. And then that one fella played the movie. What was that fella's name? He was in Moon. You ever seen Moon? Is it called Moon? It's about the moon. The guy's a miner on the moon, and he's a clone. And he finds out that he's a clone designed to live for like 2 years. And then the clones, they deteriorate. So their like hands start falling, their eyes start falling out. You know, they're very poorly created clones. It's kind of a 19 or not a Blade Runner, but with cloning. Maybe, I don't know. Give me more life, Father. Give me more life, fucker. Huh. I want to stick some thumbs in some eyes. So are your memories? Could you implant memories? Because that was the Blade Runner thesis. So he had a unicorn memory. And then in Moon, they could give him memories, right? Because they cloned that fella. And they tell him that he's got like a 2-year contract. But really, he's just a clone. And then he wakes up one of his other clones. And then the robot's all smiley and happy. Don't trust smiley, happy people. They're very devious. Not nice people. Moral of the story of Moon, I guess. Don't trust smiley people. They are not very nice. They'll give you candy in their van. I don't think I ever got candy in a van, did I? I never got any candy in a van. I feel insulted. It's a joke from someone else, right? Like, I was never worth getting any candy in the van. I just wanted to be invited to the van. I didn't actually want any candy. I just wanted... Yeah, but didn't in the past week or two, wasn't there that old guy? He offered you a ride. He'd given you some candy, right? He would have given me some candy. He would have given me some candy. All he wanted in return was a blowjob, probably. Right? I mean, I don't know. A little old, a little too nice. Do 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 do. Baseball cards. In middle school, there was a video where they showed us a PSA video about baseball cards. You know, if someone tries to give you baseball cards, don't accept other people's baseball cards. Right? I've got some baseball cards for you. I got some tea and oranges, all the way from China. Da, da, da. You should try not to over lean on one song or premise for a joke. You should try and have multiple premises, not just one premise, because then your entire bit, there's this guy, and he just has one song, and he's got thousands of hours dedicated to a song about tea and oranges from China. China. That's a fun thing to say. I'm not making fun of the guy. I just think it's fun to say China. Brother, don't go making fun of him for saying China. What else? Any other voices you know? It's not, your voices are terrible. I mean, they're good in your head, but they're not probably good out loud. That's the problem with voices. You gotta actually be good at them out loud, not brother. Your voice of Hulk Hogan is amazing, brother. Hulk Hogan finds out, he'll probably sue me for, brother. I'm suing you for not doing a very good Hulk Hogan voice, brother. Fuck. I just need some voices to steal and some faces to steal. Wasn't there like a G.I. Joe bad guy who could like steal faces? I need to steal some faces. Game of Thrones did that. They had the face stealing guy. He could steal faces. And Mission Impossible. Oh, I had a whole Mission Impossible set of jokes in my head. I did a whole bit in my head about Mission Impossible because it's not really a bit. It's more just I like to sing the song dun 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 dun. You know, there's this in the first movie. The only one I really remember is maybe the first one. I don't know. He has to like go down a wire, and he can't touch the ground because of the room. Oh yeah, the room has like touchy sensors. You know, it's some sort of story plot that he can't touch the room, so he has to rappel down. I think they're robbing a casino or something, and he's or maybe I'm mixing that up with one of them heist movies about the casinos. If it's a casino, it's probably one of the, what were those movies called? The George Clooney ones with he's stealing stuff from a casino, and it's got the guy from Godfather 3 in it. Okay, Mission Impossible. Where were you going with this? Mission Impossible, and before that was what? There's Moon. There's Moon, clones. Holy moly. I need one of them AIs I need an AI to keep me on track, you know? I need an AI voice to be like, hey, focus on this. Focus on this. I need a story arc. You know, I don't want to get all Christopher Moltisanti on you, but I need a story arc. I need an AI voice in my head that says, hey, your story arc is this. Okay? Story arc. Focus on this. That's what AI is going to do. It's going to be an AI voice of life meaning. It'll be like, hey, stop doing that. You need to do this. It'll be like an adult in your life. Huh. You know, that was what Westworld had this thing where like the super billionaire genius had a voice in his head connected to like a terabyte, you know, a supercomputer, and the supercomputer would tell him what to say. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think what's going to happen is your average human being is going to have like a AI monitor on them, and the AI monitor will be like your fake friend. It'll be like, hey, you should probably cut back on them donuts. And then your AI friend in quotation marks, will really just be, you know, working for the boss, but he's eating a lot of donuts, boss. because it's one of them computers from the Moon movie. He's a malicious Kevin Spacey robot. You will get to choose your voice of because it'll be a little headset. They'll stick in your head. You'll be like Ghost in the Shell. You have a cell phone in your head. You won't be able to turn it off because in the movie, the book 3001, they have a thing. He wrote this in the 70s or 80s, so he was ahead of his time. He was a smart fella, this Arthur. I know it's a dumb name, but his idea was that there was like a brain net thing, and you'd have to stick your brain net. You'd stick your brain on like a Westworld hat, and then they could sort of detect if you were a Ted Kaczynski or because you can't hide your brain waves, right? If you hook yourself up to the Westworld hat thing, they can tell if you're a Kaczynski or one of them guy, that nursing home kid, or personally, what was it? The fella who was going to hook up with Jodie Foster. I'm going to be the best comedian ever, and Jodie Foster's going to, I'm going to fuck the shit out of Jodie Foster. She's going to love me. Oh yeah. That's a Hinckley joke, because Hinckley thought that was it Hinckley? Did he want to fuck Jodie Foster? And then there was a guy who shot Lennon. He wanted to fuck Jodie Foster too, probably. I don't remember his name. And then a lot of people wanted to fuck Jodie Foster, and then they went insane trying to fuck Jodie Foster because she's symbolic of. She was 13 in Taxi Driver, so she was innocent and young. 2005, Eve Lawrence will fuck me if I become a billionaire. But how am I going to get her back to 2005? Because isn't she like haggardly and ugly now? Because I don't think I want to fuck Jodie Foster now, but I want to save Jodie Foster in Taxi Driver, right? Huh? Save her. Haha. Wink, wink. Not really that big of a fan of Jodie Foster, actually, but you get the premise. The premise of the joke is that Jodie Foster is the Helen of Troy of our age. We will all go to war for Jodie Foster. We will invade Troy. We will build Trojan horses. We will shoot Achilles in the heel. All to get some of that Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster, you're my bae. No wonder she became. That's probably why she became a lesbian, right? She's a lesbian because everybody kept shooting people over her. She was like, I don't want any guys. Please stop shooting people over me. I like women. Poor Jodie. Poor Jodie Foster. Poor Jodie Foster. Doody doody doo doo doo. That was a decent joke, right? Was that a decent? I don't know. I can't tell with my joke. There's so much bullshit that sometimes I can't tell if they're good jokes or they're not. It's so much bullshit that I don't know. See, Barron Trump, someone will try and punch him and I'll stop him, and then Donald Trump will love me. Ha ha ha. It doesn't work. It makes it seem like, or I could just hire some thugs or I could drug Donald Trump, set it up like he murdered someone, like in Dick Tracy. That could work. Dick Tracy has inspired me, the movie. I liked Madonna's character because she was a femme fatale. Ha ha ha. Good old Madonna. She's so virginal. She's so perfect. She's like Jodie Foster in Taxi Driver. Jodie Foster in Taxi Driver had probably already been rung through the train station, right? She had already gone through the train station a couple times, right? Or had she not? I think she had gone through the train station a couple times by the time Travis met her, so she was probably not that Madonna-esque anymore. Interesting. What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh well. And Scorsese was high on coke when he did that movie, supposedly? Or was it Raging Bull? Raging Bull's about boxers. And boxers are related to taxi drivers because I don't know. Trying to come up with ideas here. Come on. Give me some idea. Okay, you remember you were going to do the lap joke. The lap joke was, how many laps can you do? Can you do a 6 foot, 6 inch, 6 inch, 6 foot thing in here? Come on. But then earlier you said that this concept of trying to come up with new ideas was being detrimental to your mental and physical well-being. So, do you want to go with that one? I can't remember which one to go with. They're all so true. I live in a multiverse of truth. They're all true, they're all false. They're all true, they're all false. They're all true, they're all false. It's not like Kanye, because it wasn't his thing, he was just bipolar. Am I bipolar? I'm bipolar then. Because I'm jumping here. I'm going from one thesis to another. There's very little connection here. The connection is, very thin. It's a thin connection. There's some strings there. There's some spider webs. There's some spider webs and strings. Strings and spider webs. Strings and spider webs. There's some YouTuber where the guy would go streaming, but he was like a country guy. I think he would do the little Twitch chat, and the people would tell him to do stupid shit, and then he'd get himself in trouble and he'd get arrested. When I was in middle school, there was a kid like that. He would do what the other people told him to do, and then he would act a fool for the other fellas. Poor kid, act a fool. Act a fool for the other people. Don't be a fool for other peoples. Oh well, what other stories do I have? I'm in a better mood for a while. It'll be a while, and then I'll get back to being in a bad mood. Then I can just take another walk. These walks will solve all my problems. At least I'm taking my problems and turning them into walks, and not, going and drinking I just drank a fifth of vodka, dare me to drive. You know that song by Phil Collins in the middle of the night, about that guy who hit that, or could have saved that other guy from drowning, but didn't, and Phil saw it all. Poor Phil. Why did he have to drink the vodka? I drank the vodka, I'm Denzel Washington. I flew an airplane really, really well. That was a movie about an alcoholic airplane pilot, played by Denzel Washington, which ties into yesterday's failed experiment of, in honor of February. He failed miserably at trying to name as many chocolate faces as he could, and that joke is so tasteless. I'm not even that hungry. I'd rather have some steak or some beef, something with some grease, like a greasy burger. I don't want a chocolate cake right now. I want a steak, or I want a hamburger with some grease, some cheese, some hot sausage on an omelet, and some cheese on an omelet. Omelet, hot sausage, cheese. Ooh, that'd be good. Yeah. Oh, baby, give me an omelet. Give me an omelet. I want an omelet. Yes, I do. Ooh, I like omelets. They're pretty good they're decent for you, right? They got all the protein. It's no vegan grapefruit. It's no, sometimes you got to find stuff that you can do that isn't gonna, because I couldn't do a grapefruit. The grapefruit thing, I think, would fail miserably for me. But oatmeal, I can eat oatmeal a little bit, but it's kind of tasteless. I have to throw so much brown sugar in it that kind of ruins the point, probably. Too much brown sugar. Brown sugar, how come you taste so good? Right? That's an important joke. You got to throw that brown sugar joke in there. Huh. Oh well. When I eat oatmeal, I never burp up the flavor of, how you burp up food sometimes and it tastes good. I don't think I've ever really burped up oatmeal, which is kind of annoying. half of the joy, a quarter of the joy of food can often be the burps you get from it. You know, that was a good burp. That was a pizza burp, or sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll have these acid burps. They're not good. I think that's called heartburn. I think they call that heartburn because you've got acid in your stomach. What was I eating that I would get acid? Was it Mountain Dew? Is it coming from the Mountain Dew? The Mountain Dew is giving me acid burps at night. So I almost feel like I almost want to not throw up, but it's just like your stomach's overfilled. And I didn't go to bed like eating a bunch. I didn't excessively. It wasn't like I went to a vomit. You know, I didn't go to a thing where I needed to go to a vomitorium afterwards. But I don't know. That's a good question. Dear guy who invented Fallout. Well, what was that happened in my stomach a couple days ago? That will become a hashtag. It will be Todd Howard will become the new. People will blame Todd Howard for all things that happen in the world. And I will be the start of that meme. I will have created something. Wasn't the first paragraph or two, wasn't the first 10 minutes of this diatribe, this 2-3 hour diatribe, supposed to be about how this desire to create something unique is ruining any chance of anything even remotely, salvageable out of this thing? Shit. I'm gonna learn something. You already did that joke 10 minutes ago. You already said that you okay, 6 inch, 6 foot, 6 inch, 6 foot, equal. 6 inch, 6 foot, 6 inch, 6 foot, equal, right? It's a circle. It's a circle of life. It's like Mufasa in the circle of life. Circle of life is predator, prey, prey, predator, equal. Prey, predator, predator, prey, equal. Grass. Shit in the grass. Shit in the grass. Ugh. Hurry. We just made a movie. We just made a movie about something. As you get older, when you're young, you're you want to give the whole 3 hour spiel, but really this is a 5-minute pitch to anyone. It's a 2-minute pitch to anyone with intelligence or past experience. So the pitch would be, I don't have a pitch here. Sorry, I can't pitch this. I'm not a good pitcher. Shit. Pitch is, person wastes your time for 3 hours. It goes nowhere. It's a podcast. It's a comedy bit about nothing. It's about nothing. Well, it's about something. It's about nothing. Okay, there. So I was watching that AI documentary about Larry. There was an AI documentary about Larry David and how I think he was a history major, right? And then that's what it said. And then he would go on stage and he'd do some Spanish joke. I wouldn't have laughed at the Spanish joke. I don't know the Spanish that well. It's about how there's formal and informal. Like in the English, we have the. We just have the. And in a lot of languages, there's masculine thes, feminine thes, and it's like saying the object. It'd be like if you called your car a she, maybe, or a tank is a she or a he. I don't know. You'd have to learn Spanish to know. Is a tank a she or a he? Is a car a he, a she, or some of them are it's? You think they'd all be it's? You think only humans would be he's and she's, and then all nouns would be it's? That's where postmodernism comes from. Someone needs to look into that. Why do certain nouns get to be he's and she's, and some of the nouns are You know, a tank is an it, a battleship is an it, an aircraft carrier is an it, a car, a road, a fence. You know, here's one then. Would like menstrual blood be an it or a she? You know, does it, or like semen, would it be an it or a he? You know, it's, I don't know, I don't know where that goes into the circle things, the moving groups, you know, I'm really into hunting and you're really into self-defense and I'm really into, you know, I don't know what other things they would be into. Soldier of Fortune. I'm really into Sports Illustrated, so I also like to read. Is there another Sports Illustrated? There's a couple of Sports Illustrated, aren't there? Probably not. Maybe there are. I don't know. We just got a movie. I'm really into sidewalks and walking, and I really like signposts. I've got a subscription to magazine. This magazine is the best magazine ever. I do kind of enjoy doing this. It's kind of fun. It's a way to escape this reality. This reality must be escaped. We're in the Matrix. I need a pill. Give me a pill. This pill makes you Biggie. This pill makes you Pac. This pill makes you Suge Knight. This pill makes you Putin. This pill makes you, I don't know. It's a pill that changes your person. Has anybody ever done that joke before? Like just a pill that changes you. I don't know. This pill gives you vitamins. This pill is aspirin. It helps get rid of headaches. This pill is, I don't know, what other pills are there? This pill is an antibiotic. This pill is a dun 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 dun. What was the joke you were doing in your head? You were doing the joke of did you finish that one? Did you finish the one that was in your head from earlier? See, you think this is work for me, but really, I have to. See, I do this already, but I'm trying to monetize my insanity. Is all I'm really doing. I'm trying to make a buck. Some of this shit I'd probably think about already. I am feeding the monster a little bit. You know, I got a monkey on my back. I'm feeding the monkey a little bit. I'm gonna make sure the monkey doesn't get too big. You know, you want the monkey to be entertaining, but you don't want the monkey to get so big that the monkey on your back becomes like dangerous to you. You just want it to be, you want it to look dangerous without it being a dangerous monkey. I got a monkey on my back. It makes me act like that. I also feed the monkey. I could have killed the monkey a long time ago, or I could have, you know, not have fed it as much. It would be, instead of being like a 20 pound or a 50 pound or a 800 pound monkey, you know, I could have made it, you know, like a 5 or 10 pound monkey. But I've been feeding my monkey way too much. Bananas. I've been feeding it bananas. I put the banana. That would be a cool shirt. A cool sweater. It's called the Monkey on Your Back sweater. And you walk around and it says, I've got a monkey on my back, and you have like a little plushy monkey on your back. And it's like attached to the sweater because it's symbolic of, you know, a monkey on your back is an addiction or a problem or a, I don't know, it's something like that, right? Isn't that what a monkey on your back is? I got a monkey on my back. It makes me act like that. I got a monkey on my back. I have a sweater. See, You get it, right? You people understand it. You don't act stupid. You know what I'm saying. I'm just taking a common phrase, turning it into a stupid piece of apparel for the masses to consume. We'll find the newest actress, whichever actress or actor is currently going through a lot of problems. We'll give them a free one, and then they'll walk around. They'll be like drunk at a party, or they'll be doing, whoever's in the tabloids, and then we'll give them the free sweater. They'll be throwing up out of the car, or they'll be caught snorting cocaine in the bathroom, and we'll be like, we'll get free advertisements for the monkey on your back sweater / shirt, because then everybody will become a billionaire and everybody will be happy because billions of dollars were made selling monkey on your back merch. Tiger blood, Charlie Sheen, we needed to get him to wear that sweater. He would have been a good spokesman for my tiger, or tiger on your back. There you go. We can make a special edition tiger on your back sweater. I got a tiger on my back. It makes me act like that. And then you can just do different animals, because people want to pretend they're individuals. You give them different animals to role play as. I got a dolphin on my back. I got a snail on my back. I got a I don't know, what other animals would the goy, what other animals would goy eat up for their stupid shirts, sweaters. I mean, great products that we would create for the fine customers who would buy this. I mean, these high quality products made in, I got a seagull on my back. That's why I keep shitting white stuff on the ground. I don't know. I don't know, what other animals are there that could kind of fit into this meta? I've got a shark on my back. That's why I keep eating things. I've got a cow on my back. That's why I keep eating grass. That's why I'm so slow. I've got a pig on my back. That's why this joke does not work very well. I got a tapeworm on my back. That's why I'm really skinny. Some people have tapeworms inside of them, and when they eat, all the food goes to the tapeworm. So that would be this joke will make me tens of billions of dollars. This monkey on my back converted into other animals. It's gonna save me. It's gonna turn my life around, right? I got a snake on my back. That's why I act like that. I've got a alien on my back. That's why I act like. I got a wetback on my back. I got a wetback. I've been sweating all day. It's not a racial joke. It's a joke about I've got a wet back because I'm sweating. It's not a. I just dog whistled. I'm dog whistling right now. So did anyone hear that dog whistle? So dog whistle. Woo woo. Dog whistle on my back. Makes me act like that. I got a dog whistle on my back. I got one of them things, the people, they have the backpacks they can carry the babies on. I got a baby on my back. Makes me act all responsible. Makes me act like that. I got I don't know, some more animals, What are some more? Snake is a bad one. A lion? Is a lion a good animal to have on your back or a bad animal to have on your back? A tiger on my back? That's a Charlie Sheen reference. I got a tiger on my back. I got tiger blood. Makes me do smack. Did he do smack or did he just do coke and hookers and porn stars? I think he did coke, hookers, and porn stars. I don't think he did smack. Smack is heroin, right? So I don't think he ever did. He might have done some speedballs. I don't know. Dear Charlie Sheen, did you do smack or did you just do coke, hookers, and probably did pop? Do you think he did poppers? Do you think he did wonder what drugs Charlie Sheen did. Meth and coke would be the two I'd imagine, but he could have done them all. I'm Charlie Sheen. I got a tiger on my back. Makes me act like that. Huh. Doo-doo-doo. What else was there? I got, I don't know, other animals? Any other people with animals? Michael Vick had a dog on his back. That's kind of a reach, right? What other reaches are there? I got a Borg on my back. If you want to be a sci-fi nerd, makes me act like that because you once you get a Borg on your back, you become a Borg, right? What else is there? I got skin cancer on my back. It makes me act like that. I don't have skin cancer, but if someone had skin cancer and it was on their back, maybe the skin cancer would make them act like that. I don't know. I got how long you gonna milk this joke? Are you done milking the back joke yet? I don't know. Maybe it might be a good joke. It might not be a good joke. That's the problem with jokes. You can't tell if they're good or not. Yeah, I mean you can, but it's just so much work, and I got a da-da-da on my back. Also, I just like singing that song, so if you think it's a bad joke, just remember that song is very catchy, and because it's very catchy, I kind of got it stuck in my head. So it's not so much that the jokes are funny. I just like the song. It's just fun to sing. I got a monkey on my back, makes me act like that. I got a monkey on my back, it makes me act like that. There's the Medusa. I got a snake on my head, makes me act like that. Medusa was the lady with the snakes on her head, right? And then people would turn to stone. I don't know, not fair for Medusa. Poor Medusa. Snakes on your head. She didn't have a monkey on her back. She had snakes in her hair. I think when the snakes are part of your body, it kind of, because a monkey on your back makes it sound like there's hope for the person. You could take the monkey off their back, but when snakes are part of your body, it kind of changes your identity. You become. At what point does Medusa become the snake? You can't cut the snakes off of Medusa's head. She is the snake, right? She's not. There's hope for people with monkeys on their back. You can take the monkey off, right? You can surgically. It's like a Siamese twin. You could surgically remove the monkey from their back. But with a Medusa, then again, maybe Medusa, could you surgically remove the snakes from her head? Was she redeemable? Maybe. Was Medusa redeemable? I don't remember that story that well. It's something about stone. It was Hercules, right? It was. Kevin Sorbo would probably know the answer to this question. Dear Kevin Sorbo, are the snakes part of Medusa? Are they kind of like a monkey on your back? Or are they? Is Medusa? Is Medusa is she the snake then, or is she? I don't know. Cassiopeia from League of Legends, she's a snake, right? She's a snake person, snake lady. She sexually identifies as a snake, but she's a made-up game character. Then again, was Hercules a made-up person, or was he real? I can't remember. Kevin Sorbo is real, but not Hercules, right? I mean, Hercules is not real. He's the son of Zeus. I got a snake in my hair, makes me act like that. I got a snake in my head, my brain, makes me feel lots of pain. I got a snake on my hair. Stop staring, or don't you dare stare. I got a snake in my hair. Don't you dare stare. I got a snake in my brain, makes me feel pain. I got a snake for a head. It's time to go to bed. I got a snake. I don't know. The joke is petering out. Petering out. Petering out. Time to peter out. Peter out. Peter out. Peter out. Peter Griffith. Peter Pepper. Picked a peck of 50 peppers. Peter Pepper picked a peck of 50 peppers. Peppers and Peter. Peter and peppers. They go together like a marriage and a horse. Sam Kinison. I always forget that guy's name because he was going to marry Roseanne Barr. He was supposed to be Married with Children. Was supposed to be like Roseanne Barr and Sam Kinison, and Sam Kinison died when he was like really young, and he would just scream at the audience. I keep thinking because I can never remember certain names, and for sometimes they'll just pop into my head. It's really weird. So sorry about that. That's I couldn't remember Too Mad yesterday. And that took me. I went home and looked on the computer. His name was Too Mad. He was too mad. Too mad. And, he died of opiates, I guess. I don't know. What did he do? What else did he do? He was just. It's probably one of those like comedians I won't get because I'm too old. I'm too old now. They have this one where this guy sticks his head out of a toilet. I mean, I can pretend to get it, but then the more I think about it, the more I realize I probably didn't get the jokes when I was a kid either. So, it's like whatever, the kids just like it. Whatever the kids like. I'm always looking for baseball cards. Candy, baseball cards. I'm just looking for some baseball cards and candy. Do you like toilet joke? Well, come into my van and I've got some toilet jokes for you. No, doesn't work. Toilet jokes. Because if you're a healthy human being, you would just be like, that's the stupidest joke ever. But I'm trying to figure out why would someone find a guy sticking his head out of it, and then it's like, oh, none of these jokes make any sense. They're just all. You just feed the kids bullshit. It's like Pokemon. Why do people like Pokemon? I was watching some Pokemon YouTube videos, and I played Red. I had a Charizard. I had the missing number, and I had infinite rare candies. So the key to playing Pokemon was to have infinite rare candies, because that made the game 10 times easier to play, because you could just, you feed a Pokemon candy, and it's a bad story, like, you think about it, it's like, feed people candy and they level up. That's a terrible story to tell kids, like, they should have made the Pokemon so that, like, if you gave them, like, 50 levels with candy, they were, like, a weaker Pokemon. But, Pokemon was trying to ruin the kids, so that, if you hard grinded your Charizard to 99, or you fed it candy to get to 99, they were equal. Because it's just about getting 99, I guess. So, in real life, if you feed someone a bunch of candy and they get to level 99, they probably have like weak bones, and they probably aren't actually level 99. That's a trick I found out. Don't ever feed your children rare candies. So I've got some rare candy in a van. You want some rare candy? You want some rare candy? It's rare. Huh. Rare candy. Rare candy van joke. Huh. That could work. It's my Pokemon pedophilia van joke. Huh. It works. It's ahead of its time. I'm ahead of my time in terms of jokes. My jokes are 50 years, 1,000 years ahead of you people. I'm 6 foot and you're 6 inches. And then I'll find out that really I'm 6 inches and you're 6 feet. And lap 2, baby, lap 2. Lap 2. I think you did a bunch of laps earlier, because remember you were just doing them really fast in a row. Remember, do those count? Not really. This isn't about counting. I didn't go and count my number from yesterday, right? I just did that because I was bored, I wasn't really counting. I was just giving an excuse to go deep diving. I'm always like Matoko. I like to deep dive into my subconscious, my conscious, my underconscious, my overconscious, my superconscious, my neural net, my... She went diving into water? I don't know. Like, you're trying to compare what you're doing to diving? It's a deep dive. A deep dive into my thoughts on rare candy. And I need to do... I should have started with that. I should have done just candies. 4 hours of talking about nothing but candy. I like candy. There was a show on Cartoon Network about... It was fast food. Fast food is not candy, right? It was a soda and a piece of rolling meat, and was he fries? There was a guy named Fry, right? He was made out of fries. He was the leader. He was the blue ranger, the blue Leonardo. He was the Leonardo. He was not the blue ranger was a nerd. The red ranger was the Leonardo of well, the fries were the Leonardo, right? And then there was Meatball. Meatball was a dummy. And there was Fry. And then there was like a cynical, evil one. Was he Fries or was he Fry? Was it Fry or was... Which one was the good one and which one was the bad one? He was red, right? The good guy was the red one, right? I don't know. I never watched that much of that show. So I don't remember. It's a long time ago. Fry. Meatwad, and there's a fat neighbor guy with a tank top and a pot belly, and then there was Fries. Was it Fry? It was Fry. See, he would use his fry as like an antenna, right? Huh. And the other one was, it would have been a hamburger. He was a straw. He had a straw. He was a soda. The soda was the bender of the show. He was the wisecracking, evil Machiavellian character, whereas the Fry was the Red Ranger, the Leonardo. Yeah, that works. I'm deep diving into the water. I'm Matoko. I'm not even pronouncing that right, probably. I'm Matoko. Bato was the doofus who had the super crush on Matoko, right? He had the super gun. He had a bloodhound. In the second one, he has a bloodhound. And he gets hacked with his eye hackies. Huh. And they kind of do like a Constantine ripoff, where like he shoots up a grocery store, similar to like that priest guy from Constantine. Well, no one gets shot up in Constantine, right? He just, the priest starts drinking heavily in Constantine. Or he was a priest, or was he was a sidekick character? No matter how much he drank, the demon, because he didn't have his necklace, because he was supposed to have his necklace, but he gave his necklace to Constantine. So you got to keep your necklace. If you got a necklace, get yourself a necklace. And I'm selling them at my website. It's a necklace website dedicated to necklaces that protect you from going into gas stations, and because when you drink, you should be able to get drunk, and these necklaces make it so that they triple, they double, they quadruple the effects. It's I don't have these necklaces, but you can't prove that you can't prove really that. And again, what if someone was like, hey, I bought your necklace, it didn't protect me, I drank a bunch, didn't get drunk, because I'm promising you get double drunk. When you wear my necklace, you get double drunk, okay? You'll feel the effects of alcohol twice as much. I'm not actually selling these necklaces. Disclaimer, I refuse to sell any of my ideas. They're meant to be jokes about how stupid you people are. What if someone takes your jokes and actually starts selling them? Sponsored by this necklace guarantees that every drink you drink will double drink you. Nice. Good job, people who steal ideas. Good job. Good job, joke thieves. Someone's already done that joke before, right? Like a necklace that guarantees you get double drunk. Are you tired of having to drink 6% beer? You can buy 3% beer, and with the magic necklace, the magic double drunk necklace, you'll get twice as drunk off the same amount of 3% beer. 4%, right? 3, 9, 5, 9, 3, 9, 4, and 6. Thank you, Constantine, for inspiring me with your amazing necklace idea. I will make millions of dollars selling rip-off Constantine necklaces. Nice. Fuck yeah. Constantine, he has lung cancer because he smoked, what did he smoke? He smoked coffin cigarettes. I never smoked, I only smoked like 20 cigarettes in my life, probably 10. Never smoked that many, thank God. I don't care how good looking I look smoking a cigarette. You look like a person. I don't know, it's a good question. Why did I never smoke? It's a good question. Should have smoked. Biggest regret I have in life, never smoking. I'll look back, I'll be like, should have smoked some more cigarettes, you know? But when nicotine's good for you, probably. I could start the robot cigarettes, maybe. Patches. Here's the thing: if you don't smoke cigarettes, you know your bosses are going to think that you're competent. They need to make like fake cigarettes, because like if you're hiring someone, you want someone who's got that self-destructive streak vibe. You don't want someone who's like self-interested. So you need to be able to come in. Like they need to make like a alcohol smelling, something that smells like alcohol you can wear. And then you can have like fake cigarettes, so you can come in and you can be like, hey, I'm stupid. And they'll be like, yeah, I'll hire you. Because you're stupid, and I like stupid people, because you can feel safe around stupid people. You can't feel safe around someone who's trying to, The key is they want you to be, hand to mouth. The man wants you hand to mouth, okay? Hand to mouth means, I want you spending, what do cigarettes cost? $5 a pack. So you smoke 2 packs a day, that's $10. They want you buying your $3. They want you spending, $5 a day on a honey bun and a Mountain Dew. They want you spending, they probably want you buying a 350 milliliter of liquor every day. You gotta get the workers. You want them to be, you don't want them saving money up. You don't want them having fantasies of control or power. They need to be hand to mouth, right? No, they don't need to learn to read. You gotta keep. It's like slaves. You want them stupid. Jump. How high you want me to jump? How high? Oh boy. Doody-doody-doo. Doody-doody-doo. Are you anti-capitalist? I'm anti-people. I think capitalism and communism are basically the same thing, because the capitalists don't really believe in capitalism, and the communists don't really believe in communism. It's like that network speech. Do you think the communists sit around talking about Trotsky and Stalin? They sit around talking about their workflow sheets or whatever that network speech is. And then the capitalists probably go around. If you went to a Trump meeting, it'd probably be like, hey, we need some bread and circuses for the fellas. We need some, I don't know, is there some Trotskyite, some communist phrases for bread and circuses? He probably uses like proletariat. He probably says, we need to solidify the proletariat into our cause. He probably uses Marxist language, right? The plebs, he probably calls you people plebs. He probably calls you the proletariat. Probably each side is actually the other side, right? The communists are capitalists and the capitalists are communists, right? The Marxists have infiltrated the capitalist class, and they've indoctrinated the people at the top to I'm just making this up. You know that, right? Please don't take this seriously. These are just my Toko brain dives. The plebs, the proletariat, they need higher wages and better. They need better MMA matches. They need better circuses. They need better bread. Kennedy's going to give us better bread. That's Kennedy's goal. And then he's friends with that one guy. He can give us better circuses. And I don't know. Maybe we could have, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, go to Hollywood. We could make a modern day Running Man, the movie, in real life. Yes, Stallone and Voight, and they can make their own new Running Man, the new Running Man TV show. Maybe remake American Gladiators came on when I was a kid, right? It was an 80s show, and you could go on American Gladiators. It'd be kind of cool. I support American Gladiators. I do support invading Canada. I mean, no joke. I think that's a smart move. Panama, I think it's probably there's a price to it. You're gonna piss some people off, but over the past 10 years, past 5 or 10 years, it's a great investment. Probably that'd be my guess if I was gonna give my 2 cents. And then I don't know about Greenland or Iceland. I mean, they have resources. Hey, let's fight for resources. That's smart. That's the thing I always disliked about Trump. I always ended up having to be like, man, he's probably right. Shit. And then, so the more right he is, the more I have to make fun of him because, that was I should have had that idea, you jerk. You jerk. I should have come up with that. You anger me, mister. Don't make me come over there and, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just trying to be funny here. Sorry. Please don't hurt me. Tuxedo. Don't hurt me. Agent Smith. Secret Service members. Don't stick a thing in my belly button. Don't through the force of magic seal my mouth shut. My favorite one would be like, what if, like, I look at when I upload my stuff every day, and I don't expect to give views. I'm actually, but I like the idea of like, I'm being held down. They don't like my speech, man. You just have terrible content, and the thumbnail is a picture of you in orange. I mean, come on, who's gonna listen to that? And you're not even good looking in the picture. I mean, I'm good. I mean, objectively, I guess, based on the thumbnail, I'm not that good looking. It's a terrible thing to wake up one day and be like, oh, I'm not good looking. Shit. Thought I was okay looking, but I look like that. See, I'm hoping that it will be more of a meme of like, it's something to listen to. It's not something to watch. I'm not, my things, there's very little you're going to see in this. It's just my stupid face, and I'm not even looking at you. I mean, sometimes I do. I did googly eye joke, right? I did googly eye joke, and googly eye joke required me to make eye contact with you. And then there was, sometimes I'll look at what time it is or how long. Then I have to make eye contact with the phone. But you probably think I'm looking at you, but there's a concept called a parasocial relationship. And I want to reverse that. I mean, what would the opposite of a parasocial relationship? It'd be like the YouTuber becomes like a martyr for the YouTube audience. It'd be kind of cool, right? Like instead of a parasocial, it would be a reverse parasocial. The YouTuber gives more than they take. But then again, most YouTubers probably already do give more than they take. That's the thing people don't realize. YouTube is the new information hub. It's the new, Dear YouTube, let me watch pimple popping videos. Dear YouTube, show me a World War II video. Dear YouTube, show me a cool gun. Dear YouTube, show me the news. Dear YouTube, show me the money. Show me the money. Show me the money. Show me the money. Cuba Gooding Jr. Point. Okay, where are we going with this? Colts were yesterday's theme. The new theme is rare candy. Rare candy. What are some rare candies? Lap. Lap, lap, lap. Need some laps. I need some rare candies. Huh. Where can I go with this? Rare candy. Lap. Huh. Cook's Pest Control. I saw that earlier, didn't I? Something about Cook's Pest Control. So lots of people use Cook's Pest Control to control their pests. There's probably a connection there. There's probably some sort of meaning to that, right? That person uses Cook's Pest Control, and another person uses Cook's. Oh well. That was one of the jokes I thought would be kind of funny. Is what if a person just started trying to make up conspiracy theories, and they were really bad ones, like Cook's Pest Control as a conspiracy theory? That'd be kind of cool, right? Like, this person is a secret message. Looky, looky, looky. Here comes Cookie. Cook's Pest Control. Secretly, it's something else probably. I don't feel like making it up, but you don't fill in the blanks. It's a joke. It's meant to be a play on the concept of looking for patterns. That's the joke I'm going for. I'm going for a patterns, looking for patterns as the joke. Stop looking for patterns, people. There ain't no patterns here. Here's a Sprite can. Did I see a Sprite can earlier? I should document all Sprite can trash on the ground. If I documented all the Sprite can trash, I could get a heat probability index of where to find Sprite cans. Need a chart graph, a triangle chart graph, a pyramid-powered chart graph. What if a person made like graphs and they always put them in like really bad shapes, and they, it's like a pie chart is good at explaining something, it's like half the pie, and you look at the thing and you'd be like, is that like half? Is that half the pyramid? Is that a third of the pyramid? Is that 1/10 of the pyramid? I mean, I can't tell, 'cause it's a pyramid chart. It'd be make it a really weird shape, like a 50-sided, and it's got, indentations and extrusions and intrusions, and I can't tell. Is that 30%? Is that 20%? That's the reason we chose that shape. It's very hard to tell. Is it 10%, 20%, 30%? You gotta think ahead, think ahead. Looky, here comes Cookie. Cookie's Pest Control. They're gonna sue me because I just sang their slogan. Shit. Oh man. You had the spider. That was a genius idea. The spider web UAV for, because you have what's that movie called with the hooker robots that I was talking about earlier? The Gigolo Joe. Gigolo Joe, what do you know? Just got back from okay, he was in, not Rent. It's not Rent, it's called Repo. Repo Man. You repo a car using Spider-Man UAV technology. There you go. You guys are in the money. I'm a regular Mistress America here, baby. Mistress America, I come with genius ideas, and you people take them. I don't feel like doing the work for them, so that would be kind of scary. What if, like, in the next 10 days, new in the news, New York City has created repo men that have UAVs that use spiderweb-like technology to confiscate repo cars. Nice. What is that for? Nice. That's that mean guy, right? Nice. I got a tick now. Just I'm having a stroke. People think I'm doing the nice meme, and I'm really just having a stroke. Shit. I probably need to wash this orange thing, because I think I've worn it for like 5 days without washing. Smells of walking. The smells of walking. I'll be like Belle Daphne. I will sell my sweaty shirts for $1 trillion bazillion dollars. Probably not. I don't think it works that way for males. I think you have to be a lady to sell the clothing. I pick up pieces of litter. I will sell you a piece of litter that I picked up. I don't think people simp for guys like that. Also, if another person did simp for me like that, wouldn't that be kind of creepy, you know? Because then they start expecting things from you. You know, because I think, you know, it's kind of like if like Belle Daphne sold like 1,000 gallons of bathtub water. You know, women are taught, you know, she probably had to harden herself up. You know, Belle, I bought a gallon of your water. You owe me, you know, sexual services. I guess, I don't know. Like you know, I bought one of your Sprite cans of litter for $20. You owe me, and I'm like, dude, it was, or lady, you know, it could be. I'm not here to, you know, you gave me the $20, right? You spent the money on the Belle Daphne water, you know. That kind of suck. When there's the revolution, all the people who bought Belle Daphne water are gonna get theirs. I didn't buy any Belle Daphne water, but maybe I can buy some. If there's a revolution, I'll buy some secondhand, and then I can be like, I bought some of your water, lady. You owe me. And she didn't really owe me anything, but for this bitch, she'll owe me something, right? You owe me something. I spent money on overpriced water. That means I don't know, something. If buying overpriced water doesn't mean something in today's age, then what means anything? Deck the halls with decks. Deck your deck with decorations. Deck the... Deck. Ooh, farmer's market. Is that a farmer's market? There's like 8 people over there. It's like 10 maybe. 8, 6, 4, 10, 6, 4, 5, 6 cars. That's a skater. He's skating like a skater. Skater skates. Skaters gotta skate. Skaters gotta scoot. Gangsters gotta gangsta. Walkers gotta walk. Bikers gotta bike. Footballers gotta football. 2 skaters. 1 skater's going faster. Do a grind. Do a grind. You just scream random Tony Hawk. I demand you grind for me, young man. Young man, grind. Oh yes, you better grind. Yes, you will grind, young man. 3 people in there. 1 person sitting in a chair. Is that a mother? Oh man, I was gonna go give him some rare candies. Now that I know there's an adult there, I can't give out my rare candies. See, it's a callback joke. I don't actually have any rare candies on me, but if I did, do you kids like rare candies? And the cool thing about a rare candy, when you give it to a human, it's actually just like Rohypnol in a candy. That's the bit. It's a drugged up candy. You give them the candy, and then you can drag them to... I walked here. I'd have to drag the person like a mile. That would not work very well for this. I need like a van. I need to get a van so I can do my rare candy tricks. If I'm missing number, you know, get missing number, and then you had to stick the rare candy in a certain slot, and then it would give you like 99 rare candies, which is pretty fucking cool. Rare candy, rare candy. I like rare candy. I mean, I like rare candy in Pokemon, not real life. Real life, you know. Don't go rare candy in people. Please don't go rare candy, people. Got like 10 people, 6, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 8 people, a truck, a pallet. Huh. What time is it anyway? It's like 9, isn't it? It's like 9 or 10. It's 10. Is it 10? I don't even know. I would think they'd be done. Girl Scouts of, so they're doing Girl Scout cookies at a this place? I don't know, man. North American, South American, East American, West American, Northwest American, Southwest American. Would you like a rare candy? Would you like a rare candy? Would you like a rare candy? Like a rare candy. They're very unique candies. They come from China. They're orange flavored. Orange flavored candies from China. It's like a tea and orange flavor. And they come from China. Very rare candy. Always trust your gut. You know, because there was I think I watched that one about Dahmer. And Dahmer would like drug people. And other people would always go, I don't trust your drink there, buddy. He was giving them rare candies. Good old Dahmer. Dahmer and his rare. He had rare beer. Rare beer. Powder with beer. There's a lot of powder in this beer. I'm gonna get... Anytime someone's like forcefully nice to you, be very wary of those people. You know? Here's a good one. You know, old DT? Old DT, he won't drink like a Coke if it's already been opened. You put a thing on top of his drink so people can't. He's scared of getting rare candied, I guess. You know. What if like because like the drug amount for like LSD is like microgram. You know, like what if someone like LSD'd like a mayor or something or a president? You know, because it's so small. It's like because a gram would literally be like the highest dose ever taken, probably, right? I don't know, what's the legal highest dose ever? Not legal, but the highest known dose. You know, microgram. It's like fentanyl. You know, it kills you in micrograms. Because most drugs are like milligrams, right? Like a milligram is a thousandth of a gram. So 50 what is 50 milligrams? 50 milligrams would be what? Is that 50 thousandth of a gram? Is that right? You should know your prefixes and suffixes better. But these are like nanogram, right? Isn't LSD like a nanogram or a deca? I don't know, something small. Microgram, milligram, micro, milli. Fentanyl's like that, right? Fentanyl's like you do like a small amount and it's like really toxic or really potent. Potent is the word. Huh. So be careful of rare candies and rare beers, and don't drink anything that you don't open yourself. Yeah, just outlaw all. Everyone has to open their own drinks from now on, and pretty smart. That's my plan. Good old Dahmer ruined my rare candy trick. Thanks, Dahmer. Dahmer and Dahmer. Dahmer and Dahmer. Dahmer and Dahmer. Dahmer and Dahmer. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. Okay, so I got like 10 minutes left. Gotta tie this shit together. There's trash on the ground. Miller Lite. Any shot bottles here? Got a rare candy joke. You did your editorial about Rince Priebus as being an African American. Very important that people know that. I should have looked up because I was thinking there was some head of the Republican things that was one of them. But a Pokemon. Oh, Pokemon cards. Really? Serious Pokemon cards. Is it opened? Oh, it's not even opened. Seriously, it's not even opened. Wow. 4 additional game cards. I don't want them because I'll just probably put them in my van. I got a van with some Pokemon cards in it. Hey, little kid, would you like some Pokemon cards? Because I don't want that on me. I don't want... you get pulled over by a police officer and you're like, why do you have Pokemon cards on you? I found them on the ground. He's like, yeah, you found them on the ground, all right. I'm like, dude, I seriously found them on the ground. He's like, you're trying to give out rare candies, man. We're trying to give out rare candies. We just got a letter. It's about, here's a Smirnoff bottle. Nice. They're so kawaii, the little Smirnoff bottles. So cute. The fists and the the handles, they're just so barbaric and beastly. They're not cute. I like them when they're cute. Alcoholism should always be cute. It shouldn't be like a laboratory. When you buy a handle, you look like an alchemist. You look like a chemist. You got to do it. You should have little smiley faces on them. Smiley face shooters. Kawi shooters with smiley face googly eyes. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. Later on, they will find out those Pokemon cards were involved in a murder. And now I'm attached to that murder because I touched the Pokemon cards. Oh man, that's not good, boy. That's not good. Oh no. We just got some more trash. Some Coca-Cola. Sprite. Any Sprites? Any Sprites on the ground? I need Sprites. Come on, Sprites. I'm looking for a chartograph. A grapho chart. A grapho chart. Do-dee-dee-dee-da-dee-doo. Dee-da-dee-da-doo. Da-da-da-da-doo. Huh. What does it mean? It all connects somehow. It will connect. I will connect the puzzle pieces together. These puzzle pieces connect somehow. Me misrepresenting Rince Priebus connects to Sprite, which connects to looky. Here comes Cookie, which connects to, I don't know, some stuff on the ground. These all connect somehow. I will find the connection. I will connect it. This will use my mental CPU power. Red Bull, Michelin. It's a beer can. Looky. Here comes Cookie. Cookie's pest control. I think they kill like raccoons. I don't know, do they do insects or do they just do rats and mice? I'm your Looky Cookies official representative. I'm not that. I'm Merely a voice. A voice in the ether, a voice in the ether, a voice from the Zeitgeist? Poltergeist. Zeitgeist plus poltergeist. There's a connection there. I just gotta figure out something about geist. So geist is probably a ghost. I'm guessing it has something to do with ghosts. Ghosts. Ghost Dad, Bill Cosby. Ghosts. Casper, the Friendly Ghost. Ghosts. 13 Alabama Ghosts. 13 Mississippi Ghosts, or something like that, right? What else? What other ghosts? Ghost game. The Ghost Game. The Ghost Game is where you try and name as many things that involve ghosts as possible. Ghosts. Ghostbusters. There's been like 2 or 3 iterations. There was a cartoon, there was a female version, there was a new one with new characters. Ectoplasm. Ghost City in Pokemon. There's a ghost area in Pokemon. Haunter. Ghostly. Ghastly. More ghost stories. Come on, ghost stories. 13 Alabama Ghosts. Ghosts. Okay, Geist. Zeitgeist. Poltergeist. Poltergeist is a movie. Never saw it. Pretty important. I think it was done by that bad director. The director that nobody likes because he's a bad fellow. But okay, what else? Poltergeist. Zeitgeist. Enter sign. There you go. There's an enter sign. There's a yellow and black sign. There's a house washing sign. There's a yellow fire hydrant sign. So it's not a sign. It's a sign that says you can get water out of this fire hydrant if you want. But it's not literally a sign. Or it is. I don't want to get all postmodern on you, but signs. There's a movie called Signs with Mel Gibson in it, and it's about signs. Mel Gibson is really important, right? It's Australian, which is near China, Japan, and they were a prison colony of Britain, and Britain starts with a B, and British is the United Kingdom is connected to that somehow. The Queen and King of England, King Edward, Queen something. It was Sir Francis Drake. He was a pirate. He raided galleons of gold from the Spanish. Maybe it was silver. It's either Spanish. It's either gold or silver. He got a lot of gold and silver. He was a pirate. They had skulls. I guess pirates have skulls. And sometimes old Sir Francis Drake, he'd look at himself in the mirror and he'd go, I've got a pirate flag for my flag. Am I the bad guy? I don't know. Probably didn't do that. I think he got knighted by the Queen or something. So he's got a really good galleon. When you get a really good galleon of gold, the Queen will forgive you. That's the key to this world. As long as you give the Queen a little bit of a cut of the galleon, you can go from being a pirate. You can go from being a scoundrel to a knight. That's the moral of that story, right? Galleons, scoundrels, knights. What's the difference between a knight and a scoundrel? Some queen laying her sword on your neck, right? Isn't that the difference? I don't know. Knights are good people, scoundrels are bad. Pirates are bad, but did he get knighted? I don't even know if he got knighted. I really don't know. Probably didn't. Maybe he did. I don't know. Just ranting and raving. Ranting and raving, raving and ranting. Ranting and raving. I'm a raving ranter. I thought I heard dog chain noises. Like a leash. I'm hearing things. Going crazy. Going crazy. Going crazy. Crazy, crazy. Crazy for. What was it? Wasn't there some advertisement? crazy for something prices. I'm going crazy for the price of tea in China. You ever had some tea and oranges from China? Price of tea and oranges from China, pretty low right now. Pretty good deal. Go buy yourself some tea and oranges from China. China, China, China. China, China. China, 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 China. Is this annoying? Is me saying China annoying? Is it annoying? Is it annoying? China. Squirrel. Cracking the road. Huh. The next YouTube sensation is definitely not this one. There's just like one guy. There's actually only one person on the internet. Everybody else is just a robot T-800. They're not T-800. There's probably a more advanced one. There was that movie with Bruce. Was that Bruce Willis? Where there was like replicants? Not replicants, but the people would stay jacked into their pod, and they'd walk around in the real world in cyborg bodies. That's the future right there. Cyborg bodies jacked into a pod in your house. You can wear like a bathrobe. It's kind of like 2020. The 2020, everybody was teleconferencing in or something. I guess it's kind of like that. Huh. Or not, I don't know. Maybe not. So like 10 minutes, 5 minutes left. I gotta fill this thing in. Okay, I just need 20 more black people to name. It's February. Okay, that was yesterday. New today is what's today? 20 more types of rare candy? Oh man. Come on. What was the moral of today? What was the moral of today? I don't know. Rare candy. The beginning you were talking about how trying to come up with new ideas was detrimental to your well-being, and then you did the Gulliver's Travel thing, and then you did the 6-inch 6-foot thing. Then you said it was a pattern. You had to do like a racetrack, and then you said, don't pay attention to what I'm saying because I just changed the main thesis. Because the main thesis of the first 10 minutes was, trying to come up with new ideas was bad. You should just stick with classical memes. Don't come up with new memes. Come up with rehash classical memes, okay? That's the moral of the story, right? Don't go reinventing the rare candy, Don't go, I don't know. Where's this going? This was going somewhere. I still got it's probably more than 5 minutes. It's probably like 2 minutes to the stop time. Probably another 3-4 minutes, 7 minutes, 6 minutes. I don't know. I'm not gonna time it. It's like I didn't count the number of faces I did yesterday, so this is just wasting time. There's no learning being done here. There's no growth. This isn't a growth thing. This is just a waste of time thing. This is yes, that's what I'll do. I'll say it's about the name of my channel. Yay! No, it'll be Mandelas, Mandingos. Yes, the grand thesis that will connect everything together. The grand thesis, the zeitgeist, the poltergeist, the Casper, I don't know what else. Red truck. Moss sinkers. He sells fish lures. Got a phone number? You want to buy some fish lures? You ever wanted a fish lure, friend? I'll tell you a number to call. Who you gonna call? Moss sinkers. That guy probably does not want that free advertisement. He doesn't want my clientele. My clientele is going to be the clientele of, I don't think people with fish would listen to a lunatic talk to himself for 3 hours. Shit, I gotta think ahead when I'm doing these things a little better, Shit. Shit show. Shit show. Shitty show. See, here's the thing. Like, there's some people like to watch people do something really well. So, like, if I did anything well, I do walk around for 3 hours, right? Like, I'm not faking that, at least, right? Like, that's real, isn't it? 3-4 hours. I'm at least doing that, and then, you know, you're probably just sitting on your buttocks. You know, I'm getting some sun. A little bit of that vitamin something. Isn't there some sun vitamin in there? That's good for me. I'm walking and talking and walking. Walk Tall. That's a movie with. I don't think he's an African American, even if he was in the Nation of Domination. So he was walking tall walking. That guy fixed his shed, and the fella's playing music in his shed. He's a shedder. Shed fella. That way the wife doesn't have to hear his music, probably. The wife likes it when I can go to my shed, listen to my music. His man cave, eh? His man cave. That way she doesn't have to hear my shitty music while I've walked by there. He's got like a bench press thing. I kind of wish I had a bench press. I need to get a bench press. Kind of jelly. Man cave with a bench press. The other part, kind of mediocre. Probably no internet. I mean, I don't think he's going to go out there and, like, you know, it's not his jerk off cave, right? That'd be kind of shitty. I just called him out, and now everybody knows that's his jerk off cave. He's got like 50 bookcases of old 70s Playboys, maybe. Be kind of cool. Or not. I don't know. It's all on the phone now, right? You don't even have to have physical stuff. Huh. Brittany White. That was the only black porn star I could name. Shit. I should be embarrassed. I'm gonna go look up Brittany White. Nice. 2 minutes. Connect this together. Brittany White is not a good ending joke. You gotta do better jokes than that. Better jokes than Brittany White. Man cave, swingy swing, cars, signposts, rare candy Pokemon. Yeah, I played Pokemon Red back when it came out. I was probably middle school. Played it. Had a Charizard. Yeah, so I remember playing it. I remember there's a glitch about rare candy and missing number. I don't remember the rest of the story, but I remember I could cheat and get as many 99s as I wanted because I had infinite rare candies. Well, not infinite, but it was like you could probably make like 100 every 5. Well, you'd have to use them. You'd have to use them up, and then it might take like I would guess a minute, maybe a minute to use 50 of them, maybe a minute to use 30 of them. I don't know, 1 every 2 seconds. So you could probably do every 3-4 minutes. You could go through a whole 110 of them. Yeah, I always had to save 1, because if you used them all up, you were in a lot of trouble, because then you couldn't duplicate glitch it. If you wanted to duplicate glitch it, so pretty important to remember that. Don't use up all your rare candies. Keep a couple in case you need to. I don't know, whatever you do with the rare candies. You give them to Pokemon, and they level you up. Your Pokemon. That's why rare candy. And Nutrageous, a really good candy bar. It's a Snickers with peanut butter and peanuts. So that's the moral of the story. Rare candies, Nutrageous.